Welcome to the Strickland's 2023 trade deadline special extravaganza. Before the other extravaganza, we're gonna do two live shows related to the trade deadline. It's the pre-trade deadline show, and then tomorrow Shwin will be doing a trade deadline show. This is replacing this week's Knicks mailed out bag because we figured we can't just do that. That's boring, and myself and Matt and Wack are not important enough to carry that level of show by ourselves. So we brought some reinforcements. First, I'm Alex Wolf. I'm the editor and chief of this little site. I'm joined by my usual Knicks Mail That Bag co-hosts. We have Wackery Delizio. Wack, how are you today?
What's up, Alex? I just made some delicious food.
And, yeah, we heard. That's why we were late.
Yeah, well, not entirely, although partially.
No, entirely.
It was 100%.
Worth it.
No disrespect to everyone here. It was absolutely worth it.
I heard that you rubbed a brick of Parmesan cheese all over your face before we started this.
Well, that was the part that was supposed to be that was the part that was supposed to be kept in the background, but I appreciate you pulling out my spot.
All right. Then I've got Matt Weiss, who you might know as Matt Weiss.
Alex.
I thought you weren't going to unmute yourself for a second.
No,
I was really hoping he would.
Yeah. We do this every other week. Alex, you know how it goes. I mute myself until I have to talk, so that unlike Zach, there's no weird sounds in the background distracting everybody during the podcast.
Yeah, you mute yourself so we can't hear your stupid radiator or whatever the whole time.
Well, it is very loud. It is.
Irritating. It was very disruptive the last time we recorded. It took me a long time to produce that episode. I hate you. Then we've got two other folks you might be a little familiar with. We have Shwinny Poop.
What's up? You're not going to read my full title here?
The founder of the Church of Emmanuel Quickly.
Yeah, I'm here. Glad to be here. Glad to spread the gospel of our Lord and Savior, Emmanuel Quickly, who continues to do very fun things on the basketball court.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to answer any questions, unless they're related directly to Emmanuel Quickly.
Perfect. and then we have Doug, Mr. Toots himself. Doug, how are you?
I'm here. I want to know more about this church.
It's a good church.
Right? Like, is there like a fourth? But you know how like the Book of Mormon's the third book of the
I'm going to be honest.
Trilogy?
I know absolutely nothing about the Book of Mormon.
That comes after the third one?
There can be. You can write it. I'm not going to. I just founded it so that people will give me money and I can rob them.
All right, I'll figure out the story.
Sounds perfect.
I got you.
Good news. We have some fan mail coming in already via the YouTube comments. For the two of you, we have Doug sucks and we love Shwin from Tyrese.
Nice, thank you, Tyrese. I love you too.
Tyrese.
All right. So we took some questions from our Discord. In case anybody is going to be listening to this in podcast form or just couldn't make the stream. So we're going to get some of those first, and then we'll start getting into comments in
Laker trade just got finalized, by the way.
Oh, my goodness.
Shit.
I don't know, but Zach just said it in the comment. So
well,
look at that.
Wait, are we being trolled? Let's hold on.
No, I think it's probably true.
I wonder if it actually did. I mean, I guess we should react to that first.
Okay, so yeah, it's
the
finalizing. Lakers, Jazz, and Timberwolves are finalizing trades, sending D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, and Jared Vanderbilt to Los Angeles, Russell Westbrook, and first-round pick to Utah, and Mike Conley Jr. and second-round pick compensation to Minnesota. What is the point of the Lakers? Are they just not going to play? They're just going to have Jared Vanderbilt play defense by himself with AD, and it's just like, yeah, that's it. That's the plan.
I mean, they got rid of Russ, so that in itself is kind of huge, right?
Does Russell Westbrook ever play another second in the NBA?
On a minimum contract, maybe, but otherwise, if he doesn't,
he's not. I don't like after this. He's probably done. There's no way he's coming back.
He's born to play in China, right? Like,
yeah, I was thinking the same exact thing you were saying. He should go to China and become a star like Starberry.
Please do. That would be honestly.
It would be amazing.
It's a dream. Let him go do it. This is what he's been waiting for his whole life. Get him off the NBA floor. Guys, I went to the Knicks Lakers game and it stood out how bad he was. It was like every time he touched the ball, I was telling my friend, like, yes, thank God. Russ, please shoot the ball. He did hit 1-3, but other than that, it was like that the entire game. This is what he's doing all the time. It's horrible.
I mean,
it's quite a rant.
I just want to like,
I think from the Knicks perspective, I'm pretty happy that we don't have any of those guys on our team.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I would have taken Russell Westbrook and the pick for Evan Fournier, Cam Reddish, and fucking whatever else to make the salary work.
Yeah, but I would do
Would've
that
been
if the team like was tanking. Like that would be a fun tanking move. Like we could just watch the insanity of the demise of Russell Westbrook. Like that would be
No,
fun.
I wouldn't keep him. I'll buy him out.
Oh yeah,
obviously.
I would still
Don't
like.
keep him.
I would actually turn into the Joker if I had to watch Russell Westbrook every night. Like I don't
just,
know.
Just imagine that. Just like imagine this season.
I don't want to. I really don't
like,
want
this
to.
season does not go well.
Dude,
they're
I
at the
hated,
bottom.
I
Like,
hated
that'd be
watching Russell Westbrook when he was still like good.
Yeah,
Like, when he was
right.
good, I
When
hated-
would you put
He won
a
MVP.
would you put a green streak in your beard like Sadiq Bey so you could look like the Joker?
An
Like
ode
future
to the
Nick Sadiq
Joker.
Bey.
An ode to the Joker.
Because you're
Which Joker
so
do you
crazy.
Think, which Joker do you think he likes? What's his
Definitely
favorite
Jared
Joker?
Leto. Big Jared Leto guy.
Can you imagine Sadiq Bey shows up tomorrow? He's got damaged across his forehead.
Oh
Like-
no.
I guess I kind of like the steal for the Lakers, but at
I
the
like
same
it
time,
for the Lakers.
you do or you don't.
I mean, to the extent that you can like what they are, what situation they are in.
Well, that's
right?
see, my thing is like, so they could either choose to go more in on this idiotic, like weirdo team they're building, or you just tell LeBron, like, hey, dude, guess what? Like, we fucked up. It's not your fault. Like, to have the Robin Williams conversation with him, you know, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. He starts crying in your arms. But like, it's not you. It's us. We don't want to fuck you over. We're gonna send you wherever you want to go. We're not gonna ask for too much back. We're gonna send you wherever you want to go, and then sell off on AD and just start this thing from the bottom. Because there's no keep like it's like you can be like, well, we already owe this pick, we owe that pick. You already owe those things. Doesn't matter. They're gone. They're dead and gone. Like, forget about it. I don't know. I just think look, I don't even understand what this team is. Like your starting five, I guess, is these three guys, LeBron and AD. And then your bench, like, and I mean, hey, at least they got to keep Max Christie and Austin Reeves, the untouchable guys that couldn't go out. It's like, what? I don't know. They're so stupid. I think Rob Pelinka's an idiot. And
isn't it kind of crazy that a team that thinks that this might be a move that makes them a contender might have just traded for 3/5 of their starting lineup for the rest of the year? Like, what team that considers themselves a contender is adding 3 brand new people to the starting lineup halfway through the season?
I mean, I assume Beasley is actually not going to start, right?
Who's the
he
two?
Might.
Who's their two guard? Who's their two guard right now?
Reeves or
Did you just take a shit?
I was gonna say I didn't want to like draw too much attention to it, so
You know, they're gonna bring in Rodney Hood and Alonzo Trier.
oh yeah,
All those
Trier.
numbers.
Yeah.
Alonzo Trier, someone get this man over here.
It's gonna be legit.
Oh my god! I mean,
All right.
it's gonna be weird.
So I guess the only other thing are the Lakers furnishing all of the picks in this trade too? Like, are they sending all the second rounders to Minnesota?
I'm waiting for somebody to send me a tweet.
Do you think Shams right now is actually overseeing the deal as it's being signed when he's doing that tweet?
Although Woj got him by like 3 seconds apparently.
No, Woj is there. Woj is in the room right now.
Yeah. Everybody was dunking on Woj all day for being a fucking snail, and then he just scooped Shams on the trade.
The second round picks are via Utah, apparently.
Oh.
Wow, that's actually good. I mean, that's fine then, I guess. It's as fine as it can possibly.
Yeah.
Is the first round pick unprotected?
It's lightly protected, apparently. I would
So
assume that
it's
means probably like top
four.
3 or something.
It's probably top 4. It's like the jump protection.
Yeah.
I mean, they only traded one pick, all things considered. It's like, I mean, D'Angelo Russell isn't that good, but
Okay, all right. I'm not standing by and allowing any Lakers praise in this podcast.
I know. Well, the good news is when he's going to get toasted in like the second round at most, right? Like some teams just going to go after him over and over and over, and that's it.
You know what we really need the Lakers to do is we need them to now trade the 2029 pick for Kuzma. That would be perfect for so many reasons.
Just to make this like full circle, everything like bringing it back to where it needed to be.
Yeah,
I like that.
I don't know if they have a package. They don't have the package for Randall anymore, though. So
I was going to say it's actually too bad that Randall doesn't suck anymore, and that we don't want to trade him back to the Lakers.
Sorry, Bron, missed your chance.
Oh man.
All right. Well, let's get to a couple of our questions that we got from Discord, and then we'll start getting to some of these questions that we're getting in the YouTube comments. So if you're on YouTube right now watching this, feel free to comment in. We'll get the questions there. But we did take some questions from the Discord earlier for if anybody in there couldn't make it to the stream, or just to make sure that they got their question in. So we got a question from Villain X. What will the Knicks record be at the All-Star break, and is it better or worse than your prior prediction? And what things have you seen that led to or will sustain your new prediction? I'll throw it to Matt. I haven't heard from you in a second. What do you think first?
Well, didn't I pick them to go like 3-9 over that 12 games that you
we just embarrassed
I think
ourselves
they
2 weeks ago.
I think they already have a better record than
I came
than
out
I
as
predicted. You said like 5-7, dude. It wasn't that much better.
Yeah, and that's better than 3-9, isn't it, Matt?
They're going to do better than 5-7. So, I mean, how many games do we have left till the All-Star break now? I don't remember.
5. I'm checking.
4.
Well, anyway,
We're very prepared.
I said it 4. I got it up, guys. I got us. Don't worry.
4. I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you.
Did you get it up?
Oh, I got it up. It's up right now, baby.
So, I mean, they have 4 left. I mean, at this point, like, they go 2-2 or 1-3. I feel like it doesn't even matter because we're in pretty good shape. They've gone on a good streak here. So, get Mitch back after the All-Star break. I'm not really that concerned about it. As long as they don't look awful again all of a sudden, I'm fine.
Okay, so what do you think the records? So they're currently 30-26. So what do you
30
think?
and 26. So I'll say, all right, run down the games for me, Doug.
Okay.
God, you need everything done for you?
I got it. All right,
Yeah.
no, I'll do it. All right, they got 76ers on Friday, and I'll even give you the times at 7 p.m. on the road in Philly.
Yeah, can
Okay,
you get
that's
the
a loss.
arena,
That's
the
a
address?
That's a loss. Okay, Jazz at the Knicks on Saturday night,
We'll
7:30
that's
p.m.
a win. That's a win. So 31-27.
Brooklyn at New York on Monday, February 13th, 7:30 p.m.
We all called that a loss, but that's definitely a win now.
They won't have Kevin Durant anymore.
Yeah, Kevin Durant.
We lost a game to them without Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving,
Yeah,
and James Harden. So
that's true. And Cam Thomas is apparently the greatest player of all time now. So
Yeah.
And then the last game is Knicks at the Hawks on Wednesday, February 15th, 7:30 p.m.
all right. So I'll just say they're going to split those Nets and Hawks games either way. So we'll call it 32-28. I mean, 32-28 at the break is pretty good. That's 3/4 of the season essentially. That would put them on pace for what? 32-28, like 40, 43 wins or so. Well, probably 44 wins, 45 wins maybe. Like, yeah, I mean that's really solid. No complaints. We thought they were about to drop into the tank, and they won some pretty big games.
If they did that, so if they go 2-2 over the next 4 games, they would have gone 22 and 15 over the span, starting with when the great, immortal Cam Reddish that we should all cry over and have eulogies about every day, when he was removed from the rotation. That over the course of a full season is a 48.75 win season. Right now, since that point, they're on a 49.7 win pace. It's honestly I don't really like doing this because, you had to take the journey to get to the final point, but I kind of wish they had just landed on the right rotation sooner. And I understand Grimes was hurt to start the year, and there's, you kind of had to give some guys, opportunities. But I mean, it's so this is I think this entire trade deadline talk around the Knicks is so weird because there are people that are like, we got to trade OG Anunoby, we got to do this, we got to do that. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Since we made this rotation change, obviously it's not perfect. We're not going to win a fucking championship this year. But considering that I think Brunson missed 5 games, Mitch has missed a bunch of time. What did RJ miss? 6 or 7 games?
Mm-hmm.
Also sucked during
People are going to
Is he even back?
Right.
Might as well not have him on the floor right now.
Quickly missed a game. We've had guys miss games, key players miss games. And Obi missed a bunch of games, and we literally. You remember how many fucking straight games we had to watch? Like 10 minutes of Jericho Sims at the 4 next to Isaiah Hartenstein at the
It was
5.
great.
Like,
Woo!
it was like kind of fun for a little bit until literally the offense didn't work anymore. But like, so since that time, they're basically playing at like a borderline 50-win pace. Like, I'm not opposed to making upgrades, but I also think like the team is good enough where, like, I don't know, like, do we like people are like Malik Beasley? Like, I don't know, do we really need like Malik Beasley? Is he really doing anything for us? Like, I think we're almost in a position where, like, I don't want to overvalue the picks and the assets we have, but I also don't want to be in a position where it's like, oh, let's just start trading this stuff because we need to get this guy who can help us win maybe one more game this year. Because I'm like, I don't know. I think there's value to just sticking with what you have with all these young dudes playing a lot of fucking minutes and playing pretty key roles, and just seeing what happens. Because it's like, what the worst case scenario is probably at this point that you end up in the play-in. Like, that's
Is that really the
I mean,
word?
is it even like
right.
how likely is that even at this point?
I mean,
well, I guess
odds
they're
are
6-7. Yeah, it's a pretty easy to follow.
They are clearly in the top 6 of the East.
They're not missing the playoffs. They're not missing the playoffs.
Right.
Yeah, I mean that's the better takeaway. Is like if we could have just had this rotation available to us at the start of the year, maybe we're the 6th seed. Like maybe there's a gap between us and Miami.
Are we number 1? Probably.
Well, I mean, we might really be like somewhere closer to Cleveland.
Yeah, well, and also everyone is expected to get better. Like this is not.
Yeah.
I mean, how old was Julius now? 27.
28.
Brunson's 26. So Julius right in his prime, smack dab in the prime.
And we know that Julius year to year is a fucking metronome.
well, dude, the thing is with Julius, right?
Yeah, he's
I
going to
know
suck
that
next
it's
year.
tempting to say that, but we were always saying he needs a point guard, and now he has a point guard, and now he's having the best season of his career. Like, is it anything more than that?
I mean, I think it was a little bit more. I mean, just listening to him talk about it, right? Like
that he's not sad anymore. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on with him last year, and whatever he needed, like maybe he just needed the offseason to come. He did say he didn't work out for like 2 months, which I guess is not normal for him. But then he also talked about like Johnny Bryant came and visited him, and they had like a serious heart-to-heart, and who knows? Like, and he's obviously doing what is this like this yoga breathing shit he's doing before games. I don't know.
Meditating?
Is it meditating? Whatever.
No, it's a specific type of.
He is meditating. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess like I maybe
I've never
I
heard
should,
of meditating before.
I should probably know.
Dude,
this.
aren't you Indian?
Yeah.
Like,
No. I renounced that. No, but like, so like he's clearly had to deal with whatever the fuck he was going through last year. He's come through it a lot better, and to be honest, like I think we all had this feeling at some point in the offseason where it was like, you know, obviously the way last year went was awful. Can you really come back from that in New York in this market with this crowd, this media frenzy, and like, I mean, he has, and so I don't know. Like, I think you're right, and the better thing about it versus like his All NBA year is this isn't him shooting, you know, like fucking Steph Curry from 3 for 1 year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is better. I mean, this is a better year. He's probably not going to be second team All NBA again, but this is a better year than 2 years.
Way better.
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
it's significantly better year.
The
He's
shot
averaging
profile's
11 rebounds a game. I was just looking at his basketball reference page. It's silly.
And the assists are still up. Like he's probably at 5.5 assists a game, right? I mean, he's
for somewhere 4 point something.
either way,
Yeah.
like that's still really good for.
But that's a plus because you don't want him having to average 6 assists anyway. Like
Yeah.
you don't
Yeah.
want him having to handle the ball like that. Like you want to just focus on something like scoring and just let him score. And like he can pass out of doubles or whatever, but not having to bring the ball up the floor every single time has been super beneficial for the Knicks so far this year. Let's get to another. Oh, actually, Drew, what do you think their record's going to be? Quick hitter.
They're going to win the next 4 games. They're going to go 34-26.
Let's go.
Ooh.
Let's
Look at this
go.
guy
They're winning. They're winning.
I'll go 3 out of 4. I'll say 33 and 27. That'll be the most
Ooh.
kill. Boo.
No, they're winning.
All right.
Every single one.
All right. This one, we have to do this question. So this comes from Jax365 in the Discord. Jax says, rank the top 5 losers the Knicks are linked to during the trade season. Shwin, this question is made for you. Rank the top 5 losers.
All right. Number 1 is obviously Zach LaVine. Fucking massive loser. Guys, people love this guy. They want to trade multiple first round picks for this guy. I just want to like the thing I always hear is, oh, we need him. Like it'll help our offense. It'll help our offense. Our offense, it needs so much help. Let's please get in Zach LaVine. Okay, what do you think the Knicks offense ranks right now in the league?
Should I pretend I don't know
By
the
what?
answer?
Yeah, no,
Yes.
like, can we?
It's top
Are we
10.
talking about O rating?
It's top 10. Yeah, it's top 10. It's ninth. They're at 115. They were before yesterday. They were 6. So the gap between 5 and 9 is basically under. It's 0.8. So Portland is 5th with 115.8. We're 9th at 115. Chicago with the mighty Zach LaVine and the great DeMar DeRozan and the floor stretching 5 Nikola Vucevic, they are 21st at 112.5. I don't know. I'm good on Zach LaVine, gigantic loser. Okay, number 2.
Wait. Can I just point out this YouTube comment came in at like the exact moment that you said Zach LaVine? Do you think the Knicks can put a package to land LaVine to help the offense?
They don't.
Virgil.
LaVine will make every.
Sorry, Virgil. You got cooked.
I'm sorry, Virgil. Virgil, you're fine. Just know if they trade for Zach LaVine, they will give up assets to do it, so they'll become a less flexible team. They will give up young players to do it, so they'll become an older team with less upside. They will probably be a worse offense because they already have 3 guys that need the fucking ball a bunch. And one of them, we're all wondering, like, is RJ good? Is everything fine with him? What's going on with him? Like, so you already got to deal with this shit. And then your defense is going to be way worse. This is a terrible idea. Stop talking about Zach LaVine. Any Knicks fan that's talking about Zach LaVine, just, I don't know. Please don't do it anymore. I can't wait for 3 p.m. tomorrow when he's still on the Bulls. It's going to be
If they trade for Zach LaVine, I'm changing my prediction to 0-4.
Yeah. All right, that's the first one.
All right, loser number 2.
All right, loser number 2. There's a lot
Put
of
anyone
losers.
on this team according to Drew, and it's just 4-0. Doesn't matter.
4-0.
Number 2 is definitely Malik Beasley, who like I kind of at one point even advocated to trade for him, but he's just been. I mean, the more you like dig into his numbers and watch him, it's bad. Like the defense is atrocious. He's a shooter that isn't really that great of a shooter. Like he's okay. He's shooting like 35% from 3 on crazy volume. And I think he's at like 53 true shooting. It's not good. These numbers are not good. He's a terrible defender. Probably doesn't help your offensive stuff at all. Like, yeah, he's undersized. He's not really like the wing that you're looking for. Doesn't make sense. So that's one of the other losers that's out of the way. Honorary loser. I'm gonna throw this guy in the list, even though he's not been connected to the Knicks at all during this trade window, but was over the summer, and people pissed their pants and pooped their pants and cried and moaned and bitched. Was DeJounte Murray. The Knicks got a better point guard than DeJounte Murray. They didn't give up a fucking future unprotected picks to do it. They have a better record than the Hawks, and Jalen Brunson doesn't have weird aggro moments where he like gets mad at Paolo Banchero in random pro-am games in the summer. So I'm good. DeJounte Murray can go fuck himself. He's a loser. Number 4 loser. Wow, this is hard because I feel like we've actually been connected with decent players so far. Well,
if you're going back to the summer, you can put Russ on the list.
Were we connected to Russell Westbrook?
Definitely.
Were we? No, I don't think so. That was the summer before. We weren't really connected.
I don't think
so. I guess. I mean, we can always throw like DeMar DeRozan's always got a place on my list in my heart, like all time, like Shwin, like a loser guy that I just will never. And it's so annoying because he's. I know that he's not good. Like I know that he's not gonna lead you anywhere. But every single time but he's such a fucking asshole because he has this game where it's like if you play a close game against his team. Especially only in the regular season, by the way. But if you play close, he might just make like 15 jumpers in a row in the fourth quarter, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's the most annoying thing. But I know that he's a loser. I know it. I don't care that every time that we play them, I'm like, I really just hope that DeMar DeRozan doesn't hit a game winner. I really hope DeMar DeRozan doesn't hit a game winner. And this fucking guy did hit a game winner against us this year. This fucking scumbag. Number 5 is just let's just keep it to the Bulls. Andre Drummond. Fuck this guy. I gotta say this. I don't love.
Man.
I don't love to do this. I don't love to do this. But on our round table, my guy, one of the best in the business, Matthew Miranda, dropped an Andrew Drummond for iHeart trade, and I gotta say, I would
Oh yeah,
actually.
you did.
I would blow my brains out. I think if we did that, like Andre Drummond, like I kind of joke about DeMar DeRozan being awful and Levine. Like I don't think they're great for what the Knicks need. There are certain teams where it's like, okay, I get it. Andre Drummond shouldn't be in the NBA. Like Andre Drummond is an NFT. That guy should just not be in the league anymore. He's terrible. I have no idea how he keeps like just he's like a fucking snake oil salesman made off in contracts from NBA GMs. It's crazy. Like this guy shouldn't be in the league anymore. He's a joke. Get him out of here. So that's the top 5. Shout out to the Chicago Bulls for having all 3 on their team.
His back hair goes crazy though. His back hair is wild.
Dude, he's just a disgusting player to watch and just
so
good.
I thought you were going to go in a different direction.
No. I'm not nearly attractive enough to comment on others.
All right. Does anyone have any other biggest losers the Knicks are connected to?
No, that was great.
Yeah, I think that's about all I could have asked for out of that question. All right, let's see. Let's do a question out of Discord from Duder Adam. What are moves the Knicks can make at this deadline to position themselves in seasons beyond the current one, i.e., not a win now, expiring players sort of deal? Drew, I'll give you first crack at this one. What do you think?
OG Anunoby. That's the move. To do the whole positioning thing, because it kind of works out, especially when you consider if, say, Devin Booker comes on the market, right? OG Anunoby becomes your starting 3. Some power forward or something like that becomes disgruntled. He becomes your 3. Like, there's just ways it just works. You could just do long-term things. And Tibbs already plays a 6.5-man rotation, so have a 7th starter on the bench. Why not? And just have everyone play 30 minutes. Tibbs I think he'll be on board for that.
Yeah, I think I'm with that too. I mean, I also wouldn't be looking at things with Tibbs in mind, but I think that Anunoby is very versatile. He also is an expiring deal, so like they're being linked to Josh Hart now too, who could opt out this summer, and you might have to. But granted, the Knicks would be in position to pay him, which could be cool. So he's definitely a consideration. But like Anunoby kind of matches up with like the quote unquote timeline of the team. They've got a lot of younger guys, but Brunson is basically the same age as Anunoby. Like Randall is solidly in his prime. Like, and Anunoby is presumably near or in his prime. Entering his prime. Yeah. So yeah, I think that'd be a good move. Obviously, price is what.
Yeah, don't actually pay whatever the Raptors want. They already turned down the 3 protected picks, which is an insane thing to consider because that means you're getting 3 picks for a guy who is definitely leaving Toronto in 2024. So you could have had 3 rookies on cost control deals. Like the deal's right there. So and the size not taking it. I that's insane to me. That's the case, but let him do it.
I kind of get it so I think what he's hoping for is a Durant deal happens. Because whoever doesn't get Durant, they'll be like, okay, well, I think they'll be more willing to put some of what they were going to put into the table or onto the table rather for Anunoby. So I don't know. I think I agree with you. Like to me, this idea that 3 protected first for OG Anunoby is some kind of like insulting offer is insane. Like I don't
it's insane.
I don't understand that. Like because effectively think of it this way. Like if we had traded Melo in his last year with the Knicks, right? Or not his last year, but like when it was 2013-14, before he entered free agency again and re-signed with us, I feel like at that time you might have gotten an unprotected pick from somebody, and that was back in like 2013-14 or something. You weren't going to get 3 variations, and you would get an unprotected pick from a good team, like a team that was good. That's like, yeah, we're going to give you a pick because we are pretty confident we'll be good with Melo and we can re-sign him and we'll pay him his max, right? And he'll be happy. Like, I don't know. I think this whole market is so crazy. I was reading the Fred Katz article today on The Athletic. He wrote about how the first trade that was kind of like this was actually the Celtics last year at the deadline when they traded for Derek White. They gave up whatever pick they gave up. I think it might have been last year's first. But then they also gave up like a top 1 protected pick swap in 2028, which is not normal for a player of Derek White's caliber anyway. And then obviously this summer you get the DeJounte Murray trade, which I thought that was bad. But then like somehow, to save the day, Minnesota comes in to make the worst fucking trade since the Brooklyn trade. It's honestly, it might be worse than the Brooklyn trade. That trade is so bonkers. But like, it is what it is. But I think, whatever. The OG Anunoby market will never make sense to me. I think 3 protected first for him is legitimate. I think 2 protected plus Obi is okay. I won't like doing that because I still feel like we are selling low on Obi because of how we have used him. But if ultimately your determination is, as a front office, like we don't think, like we're not going to change the coach, then it makes sense to use Obi if he's a make weight, right? Like if he's instead of one of the, like that's fine to me. But I don't like the idea of like, well, it doesn't matter if it's 3 protected first and Obi. It doesn't matter if no, it does matter. It does matter. It does matter. You can't just start overpaying for shit because you have shit right now. Because you don't want to know. Like I mentioned this on our last pod, but like there'll be people that will be like, give up those protected first for OG. They don't mean anything. Give up all of them. I don't care. Give up Obi. None of it matters. And the same people will be like, oh my God, woe is me. The Knicks traded a protected first for Cam Reddish and it's turned into nothing. Like it can't be both. It can't, you cannot have both views. It can, you have to fucking make sense of it. It either matters or it doesn't. Like if you think the Cam Reddish thing has been a fucking clusterfuck, guess what? You don't get to be like, it doesn't matter. Trade it off for OG fucking Anunoby, who's never going to make an all-star team.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say, dude. Because, like, okay, you've probably watched more of him than I have. I've not watched a whole lot of Raptors basketball. But when I do watch it, he's never popped, like to the point where I'm like, oh, wow, this is a guy who, like, you can see making an all-star team. Even just one, I mean, this is a 3-and-D player, right? Like, it's the
and the defense is really good. The defense is really good.
Yeah, right. He's a defense. Absolutely.
He's a really good role player.
That is real. Yep, exactly. But you are ultimately, exactly, Doug, talking about a role player. So in the end, like, honestly, either way, does it really matter that much? It's not like this is – honestly, I feel like the Cam Reddish trade actually had more conceivable upside than this because if Cam hit, all of a sudden you're like, oh, shit, look at this guy. He can do everything. Whereas OG, we basically know who he is, right?
Yeah.
I know he's 26. How many guys turn 26 and immediately pop off? Like
Julius Randle.
Julius Randle, that's about it.
Jalen Brunson.
I think it's obvious with Brunson at this point that it was an opportunity thing. I think it's very obvious it was an opportunity. But like the other guys are like, it's like Lowry. Like there's not a lot of these guys, right? Fucking maybe
if I may, real
Nash.
quick, I think I hear a little knock at the door. I think someone's trying to get in here. Hold on one second. Let me.
Oh God.
Is that mute?
What up, gang?
I just turned on something called "Feeding the Ducks" as the music here.
This is wild, right now.
I thought you were trying to seduce me out. Oh wow. This is weird.
That was cool as shit. That was Colin's music. What's up, Colin? How you doing?
I was gonna get an intro. You guys are really doing the big league shit up here.
I'm just playing. I'm just hitting buttons. So
I'm just psyched about the Miles Turner deal. I can't.
Oh, something happened?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh. Well, I anticipated this before, and then it actually happened. So now my guard is down. You see what happens?
Apparently, Zach doesn't know any of the Discord memes, like Miles Turner, let's go.
Yeah, sounds like his own personal problem that he could probably so easily rectify by just going back and reading every message that ever was.
Exactly. You guys talk way too much. It is crazy. I cannot keep track.
Next thing you know, he's not going to call the owner of the Knicks Mr. Dolan. And things
are just
going to
big problem.
It's a big problem.
Yeah, God forbid. Yeah.
Colin, what do you think about OG Anunoby?
Mr. Wojnarowski. I like OG. I'm not like pressed to get OG. He makes us better, like in the short term, but at the end of the day, what's it worth? What's it cost? That's my only concern. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Everything keeps coming out where it's like we're doing the same old Knicks dance where it's like, oh no, they talked to him, but Leon put his foot down. Like, he's not gonna pony up on this. Leon put his foot down. He's not gonna let Masai him. It's like, interesting. Makes me feel like it's just not gonna happen, which is fine.
I think teams look, at the end of the day, like, the Knicks are always going to get used to drive up a market. Like, that's just how it has been, how it's always been. It doesn't help that for about a decade we actually did drive up the market because we were like, yeah, let's trade a first-round pick for Othello Harrington. Yeah, let's trade first-round picks for Eddie Curry. Yeah, let's just do all kinds of fucking stupid bullshit. But, like, one, they had stopped trading first-round picks even before Leon came in. But two, like, I think this front office actually understands value in a way that past front offices haven't. And like as an example, I disagree with the value they were willing to put up for a Donovan Mitchell trade. But like that, they didn't move off that value, right? If Utah was like, we need a third unprotected pick. They were not like, oh no, we got it. Okay, fine, we'll do it. Like, no, they were like, no, this is what we're willing to give you. Like, you either take that or you go find a fucking better offer or an offer that you want. Like, I think there's a clear thing with this front office where whether you think that's risk averse or conservative or whatever the fuck, they don't view any specific player or any specific asset as gotta have it at all costs. And let's be real, aside from like Luka Doncic, Giannis, players of that caliber, there is not a fucking thing in the NBA that is gotta have it at all costs. There's just not. And like, it's not, there isn't, like, it's just not how it works. So I think they understand value pretty well. I might disagree with them on the value of various things, but at least they have what seems to me like certain defined price points. And once they hit those limits, they're not willing to budge on that. And I think that's ultimately like, there at least seems to be clear boundaries and principles to how they operate. So if that pisses people off or people want to rewrite that as like, oh, well, Gerson Rosas was negotiating with Utah, that's why it couldn't get done. Like, I mean, all that stuff is just fucking noise. It's all bullshit. Like,
I'm about to start a thread on Twitter just raging that we couldn't get in on this deal and get Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Perfect.
Like, what is Leon doing?
Yeah.
Sleep at the wheel, you old man.
Wake up, Leon. God.
Yeah,
So annoying.
just do something, because
do something for the
Where's
sake of it.
And as we all know, the only thing you have to do to get a trade done is call the other GMs and say, hey, I want this guy. And they're just like, yeah, sure, Leon.
Right.
Second round pick? Great. Do it.
You either want it bad enough or you don't. I mean, it's pretty black and white.
The
It's
Andre
also-
Iguodala trade. Remember that when Andre Iguodala got dumped for a pick and everyone was losing their fucking minds?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
From Golden State to Memphis, yeah. that was nice.
And then he was a
Yeah.
huge distraction there while he
Yeah,
refused
right.
to accept a buyout or whatever, and they refused to buy him out, and he was a huge distraction there.
Can
And it's
I
like-
read you? Or sorry, go ahead, finish.
No, go ahead. That was
I was
all
gonna say,
gonna
can I read this Woj tweet?
Yeah.
real quick?
No.
Is it a lot of water carrying?
Yeah.
It's really good. It's really good. It's
Bad.
Oh,
some of his
the
it's some of his best work.
Jazz tweet. Yeah.
Yeah, the Jazz have assembled a massive package of assets, including 15 unprotected or lightly protected first-round picks through 2029, and a young core of Lauri Markkanen, Walker. He's misspelled Walker Kessler. He's spelled it Walker Kesslier. Colin Sexton
Hey,
and Ochai Agbaji, and 60 million plus in potential cap space. Yes, free agents are lining up.
yeah, they're lining up.
So did
Let's go to
did
bathe in
Danny?
the Salt Lake.
Wouldn't it have been great if he accidentally left the thanks, Danny, at the bottom from the email that Danny Ainge sent with that copy in it?
We're changing sports here, but John Heyman did that once where he literally left in like the please say this with the quote.
Oh my god.
Pretty good.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right.
What's the
Let's get
general consensus? Because I don't really care what you guys said before I got here. The Lakers got better, right?
Yeah, we cut ourselves
Sure.
off right short of saying that they made a somewhat decent deal.
That they actually did something sensible. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
fair. That's
Yeah,
fair.
we
I
cut
like
ourselves off right.
because Russell's number 0, so we still got the 360 vibes. Just like when they brought Westbrook in. Remember that was the thing? They were standing next to each other at 360.
Yeah.
That was their big 3
Yeah.
nickname. So
Wait, isn't Beasley 0? Or is he double zero? Is that
No, Russell's definitely 0. Yeah.
No, Russ is, but since he left,
Yeah, I
no,
think Beasley
D'Angelo
is.
Russell. D'Angelo Russell is 0.
Oh, D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah.
Oh,
You would know this. We
Oh,
talked
I
about
got
it in the Discord if you were ever there.
no, I wasn't.
Oh.
No. Sorry, guys. I have like a job.
Yeah, Zach. Why don't you like know every?
Well, maybe you should
Everything
quit your
that
job
happened.
then. You ever
Yeah,
think about
Good
that?
job.
Probably.
Guess what? I just came up with a pretty easy solution. Yeah.
Dude, Colin clearly quit his job. He's in a park at quarter to 9 in the night.
I'm just saying.
You're in a public park?
Yeah, right now.
Bro, don't fall asleep there. The police
I
are
told you, but
Do it
he's at a
360.
war memorial right now.
Let's see what it looks like.
Yeah, can we get a quick tour?
You guys
Am I,
are
like,
rating my
top flavor over
boundaries
here?
right now. I'm really not appreciating this.
All right, let's move to a YouTube question here real quick. Another name that has come up thanks to a report from Mike Scotto today with the Knicks. S. Arthur in the YouTube comments says, "What's everyone's thoughts on Josh Hart? Do you like him, or do you prefer someone else?" Drew, you're shaking your head. Do you like
no one
Josh
else.
Hart?
No one else. Josh Hart's the guy.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you hated him.
No one
Prefer
else.
someone else. No.
You need Josh Hart on the team. You got
Okay. Is this just because he's got that dog in him, or
it.
what?
Villanova. That's it. Nova.
What if
Brunson.
the alternative was
Champions.
prime Kareem?
He's not a champion? Oh wait, no. Did he win a championship? No,
Kareem's not a
Yes, he won
champion.
multiple.
that one failed. That one failed on
I
me.
like the instinct.
I'm out. Yeah.
Did Kareem win a championship?
Yeah,
That-
that one.
Is
That
that
was
really
really
impossible
just
to
leave
say.
him out?
He definitely
It
scored a
happened
bunch of
before we
points.
were all
Yeah,
born, so it's
I
really
mean,
hard to say.
did he win a real ring though?
He only had
Yeah,
to
there we
get
go.
one.
We weren't alive, so
I mean, did he he probably won during the COVID year, right?
Was Kareem allowed to dunk? Like if you weren't, if you were playing when you couldn't dunk, that basketball doesn't count.
I mean, was Kareem a bus driver or was he a bus rider? Right, that's the real
Well,
question we gotta
that's-
ask ourselves.
I was
Yeah,
so
exactly.
pissed they couldn't have Charles Barkley on fucking TNT yesterday. What's the point of having all these
Yeah.
assholes as your permanent crew if you can't have them for like the biggest night of the year?
Yeah, that was crazy to me. They had fucking Jamal Crawford. Jamal Crawford, dude. At halftime, I can't. I have to say this. I have
Yo,
to say
that's
it
someone
somewhere.
who the Lakers could go after.
Yeah, they could. Yeah, he could really fill out the roster. But,
Hey,
like,
we know this team is old, but don't make fun of us. What
No,
was it LeBron said?
at halftime, this guy. Okay, they showed a clip of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He did like, he goes into the post. He like faces up, crosses Russ, and kind of makes one fake this way, then spins back and just hits a layup. This is a really nice move. And Jamal Crawford's like, "Oh, like you love to see Shea hit the dream shake there," and I'm like, "That's not the fucking dream shake. Like that's like, are you kidding me right now?" And he was so dead serious about it. He's like, "Man, like his post work," and I'm like, "This is ridiculous. I can't listen to you. Like, can you just go back to launching the most ill-advised mid-range jumpers ever?"
That's
Like,
right.
I like that version of Jamal. This announcer Jamal trying to be serious. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
He wants to
Let me
remind
tell you.
everybody he's hoop school. He was there for all of that. It's like, okay, we get it. You're 50. Okay.
he's a real
Like,
hooper. He's
you
a
don't hear
real-
Shaq, talking about everybody's dunks. All right. We don't need this.
All right. So wait, we got so derailed here. Does someone else want to talk about Josh Hart, which was what the question was?
That's not
Like,
good, man.
Great rebounder. I mean, I guess,
he's
yeah.
a weirdly good rebounder.
We have rebounding issues for sure. But you can't hit the side of a fucking barn, even from the corners.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing we're the best
Oh.
3-point shooting team in the league. So
You're
No
right.
dispute that.
I didn't even mention that. That's a good point.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
we
he
can.
feels
don't
a
worry
huge
about it,
need
Colin.
because the Knicks have no guards that know how to rebound. Like all their guards are terrible at rebounding.
Okay, let's
Quickly.
calm,
Do you have
let's
thoughts on
calm
that?
down. Let's calm down here. Alex.
That was a total joke. They have fantastic rebounding guards.
Oh,
I'm always in favor of bringing in more Villanova guys. So let's do it.
What if
Also, let's just hire Jay Wright after we fire.
That's
Jay.
right.
I will
Wait.
say this. I'll say this. Like one of the thing with Hart is, okay, I know he's played 33 minutes a game this year, and like he's played a lot of minutes generally in his career. I kind of think he would be fine coming here and playing like, not like you're gonna have to give him real minutes. He can't be like a, fucking, he can't be Deuce,
Toppin?
right? Yeah, he can't be Deuce. He can't be Obi. Like he's got to get real minutes. But like, one, we don't need to play RJ and Grimes and
Mhm.
Brunson the amount of minutes we're playing them, or Randall. Like if
I
you
know. Actually, Tibbs thinks they do.
Right, well, Tibbs does.
Yeah.
Tibbs does,
Yeah.
but like we don't need to. And I think Hart, the good thing with Hart is, he like I do buy like the Villanova thing. Like I do think there's a real thing with those guys, like with him and Brunson and Bridges. Like you kind of see them always like fucking around each other on Twitter.
Don't forget
right?
Ryan Arcidiacono.
I am definitely gonna forget about Ryan
Archie,
Arcidiacono.
you gotta remember Archie.
Yeah.
Or White
But, like,
Dante.
Oh no!
Yeah. Well, I never forget White Dante.
The
But like
Chicago
all those,
Bulls are interested in Russell Westbrook. Should he be
That's
bought
good.
out?
No.
they should do it.
That's really
Oh my
good.
god, that would be
Oh.
You know
so
what it is?
funny.
It's because Zach LaVine's going to be on the Knicks tomorrow. So like,
Yeah, they got to fill that real efficient scoring void. But like I think Hart, I do buy. I one of the reasons I'm not like I don't really want to make any trades right now is I do think like the vibes around the team are good and they're winning basketball games and all these guys seem to be together and like you see a guy like Evan who clearly isn't happy about his role, but stays ready, is a professional. He comes in on Sunday against the 76ers and helps us win that ball game. And like you don't get that with every group. You don't get that with every team. When you make trades, like especially right at the deadline, you're risking some of that stuff. Is the upside. You got to weigh all this stuff. I think with Hart, depending on the price, like I really don't think the price for him should be more than an expiring contract and a couple of second round picks. Now, if they won't take that, fine. I'm not sitting here like gotta have Josh Hart. If you don't have Josh Hart, but like, I think if you get him at that price, you should do it. And even if he walks at the end of the year, that's okay. Like, what did you lost 2 second round picks? Okay. Like Brock Aller, now you owe us 2 second round picks, asshole. Like, figure it out. But you can find like I think it's worth it. I think we've seen enough games this year where the margin of the Knicks winning or losing a game has come down to defensive rebounding. Like having a guy like Josh Hart helps. He's a great rebounder, and also I think there's a level of physicality and athleticism that he has when he drives to the rim that like I don't really think Grimes is at that level yet, and RJ doesn't drive at the speed that Hart does. So like I think he does give you something offensively that you don't get from these other guys. And actually he's a really good offensive rebounder too, weirdly. So he gives you like I mean you're helping one of your biggest weaknesses on defense, right? Which is your defensive rebounding, especially off the bench. I also think he just helps your perimeter defense because he is physical and he's more capable of switching than other guys are. Like he's only 6'5", but he's a 6'5" guy that can credibly guard up to like the 4 at times. And then on top of that, like I do think there's kind of like a physicality to the way he drives offensively, and just quite frankly how vertical he can get on some of his drives that you don't get from RJ. You kind of get from Grimes, but he might be a good guy to have Grimes around. Like Grimes could probably pick shit up from him. So I'm all for adding Hart. I think you get him at the right price. I'd be very okay with that. And I think he would add to the vibes. I think he's a good vibes guy.
I didn't realize he was under contract for next season too.
It's a player option. It's a player option.
Oh,
so
it's
there's
a player option.
Yeah. And so like the thing is, I don't know if he can command that much more than what he's on right now, but he might opt out because he'll be like, well, some team will give me 3 years of that.
1+1. Yeah,
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah.
Leon's going to take care of him.
I just want to know how long would it take?
He was a Leon client, by the way.
Saying he's family.
Ooh.
He's going to take care of him.
How long would it take all the national media people that don't actually watch or pay attention to the Knicks, except for when they want to try to dunk on them, to realize that there would be like 3 Villanova players on the roster and then be like, oh, Villanova pipeline, they're going to the Knicks, like they did with every player from Kentucky.
We could do that, though. I wouldn't mind Mikhail on the team.
What do we
either.
think about this hypothesis?
So we got something from Konstantin Mitrakos in
This guy called me Hasbullah man the other night. I don't know if we need to read this.
I think it's worth noting that the price the Lakers just got Beasley and Vanderbilt for might be able to decrease the price for Hart. That is an interesting thought. What do you, Matt? What do you think about that?
I agree. I had to pull one of those out.
Inspiring stuff, Matt.
Yeah, look,
That was really good
No one
analysis.
said I agree the entire time. We've been recording for almost 50 minutes. It's like really inappropriate for a mailbag.
I agree.
Thank you.
Matt
Zachary,
knows.
please.
Matt knows.
I mean, yeah, like
James's comment. He just put
Excellent.
James is.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
God damn.
I
Excellent.
was wondering. I was like, I don't think he's starting to actually answer. Was that funny? I didn't see James's comment. Jesus Christ.
Oh, Matt, you got main character syndrome.
I'm sorry. I wasn't looking at the fucking chat, Colin. You freeloading fuck. You weren't supposed to be here.
I'm lonely.
Jesus, really got depressing. So should we give Drew the floor to address this, or
No, we don't need to address it.
Yeah, so what I really like is this one where it's a parody on SpongeBob, right? And Squidward in it, like the way he's drawn and those tentacles, they just come out and out and out, man. Wild stuff.
This is broken me.
so
God
what
damn
was
it.
the question? It was.
I'll bring it up again. I'll bring it up again. Here we go.
There we go. Okay. I think that's reasonable. You know, like the market gets set by players of the same type, the same caliber, et cetera. Like I could see, you know, Beasley and Vanderbilt being about equal in value to Hart. So yeah, I mean, I think that's a reasonable hypothesis. On the other hand,
and they had to eat the Russ contract.
yeah. On the other hand, like they had to eat the Russ contract, right? And you get closer to the deadline, teams, you know, if like Hart's one of the last guys out there of that caliber, and a few different teams want him, well, that drives the price back up. So you just really, you know, a trade that happens at 8 p.m. on the day before the deadline is very different than one that happens at 2:45 on deadline day.
Smart man right there.
Yeah.
Say I agree, please.
Why is
I
Minnesota
agree.
still allowed to trade with NBA teams? David Stern would not allow this. He would have stepped in. By now.
Vito.
Yeah,
My question is,
out of Minnesota.
how is it that the Knicks seem to always be connected to Minnesota? I mean, like Utah for trades, and we just have to hear about how Danny Ainge refused to trade with the Knicks over and over and over again.
Does it
Maybe it does it
hurt?
on
I don't
purpose.
think it hurts us though. Like I actually kind of don't. I don't mind it because it's almost like to me. I thought this entire thing with Vanderbilt and Beasley. I said in our Discord we had a huge conversation because it dropped like Saturday or Sunday morning, right? That initial report that the Knicks had some exploratory conversation about it, and to me, I was like, it's an exploratory conversation. What does that mean? That means absolutely nothing. That could mean Utah hit you up and was like, hey, what do you like? Do you like Vanderbilt and Beasley? And the Knicks probably like, yeah, because Gerson Rosas acquired both those guys in Minnesota. So they're probably like, yeah, we like them. And then it's like, well, we want Obi Toppin to protect it first. And it's like, that's great. That's really good for you. You call us back if you're ever not on crack. It doesn't mean anything to me. I think it's fine. I think what happens is the Knicks are the thing you can say about them is they're willing to talk to you. And this has been very clear on all the reporting from everybody. They're willing to talk on basically everybody in the roster. I think the only guy they won't listen to you on is Brunson, which we know why. Like Brunson he's La Familia. Like he's a made man. You know,
real.
Yeah, him and Chrissy, they got made together. But like,
Saw the crow.
What do you think Leon says if someone asks about Brunson on the phone?
he hangs up and
Immediately hang up.
immediately turns to Ralphie, tells him to take care of it.
Tells Wes to go shirtless and blast some Empire State of Mind and go fucking bust some kneecaps.
I'm
Yeah.
Mr.
so
Dolan,
worried that-
Mr.
I'm so
Dolan's
worried
not
that
going to
Cam
like
Reddish-
this. Mr. Dolan is not going to like to
No,
hear this.
no, he's going to approve. Mr. Dolan is about that.
No, but like I think they're obviously willing to have conversations, and because they're willing to have conversations, it's the Knicks. It gets leaked. It comes out, and people rush to because it'll be like the most extreme thing of like they offered 3 firsts for OG Anunoby. Oh my god! And it's like, okay, but like look at the first they have. Do you really think they offered 3 unprotected picks? And do you think if they offered 3 unprotected picks that Toronto would have been like, you know what? No, we'll hang on to OG. Like it's obvious that the things that get reported are not reported either completely accurately or with full detail or whatever. So like, look, we have 3 years of evidence now at this point on Leon and his front office. Have they made a single trade that you would have, even in real time, you'd have been like, this is an egregious overpay. Like the closest I got was the draft, but then once it came out that we got three of the protected picks instead of 2, I was like, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Like it's to me, I think they've shown that whether you disagree or agree with how they operate, their ability to judge trade value and engage in trades and discuss those things, that they're pretty capable of that. And they don't get fleeced. You can think that a trade they made wasn't great. You can't point out a trade to me they've made where you're like, they got totally fleeced on that, or they got something that, no, like even the Cam Reddish thing, like, all right, it didn't work out. That shit might end up being 2 fucking seconds. Because Charlotte fucking sucks. So
we had to give up Kevin Knox. That's a 9th overall pick. You're just not equating the value.
I will continue to not. I know that he has like a 62 shooting this year.
How's
also
Knox
the worst
doing
team
in
in the
Atlanta,
league.
though?
He's in
He's
Detroit
in
now.
Detroit. What do you mean?
Forget it. Never mind. Never mind.
He literally smoked us in the Detroit game.
Right, so
Right.
it wasn't a win for Atlanta either because he's not even on the team. So like it doesn't matter.
Do you think he didn't play Fortnite that day because he knew he wanted to show up against the Knicks?
Probably.
I don't know.
He went to bed at 2 a.m. instead of 6 a.m. that night.
He called up the coach and he was like, "I didn't play Fortnite today," and they're like, "Oh fuck, you're starting."
No, he's like, I only played half the Fortnite I normally.
He quit in the middle.
Yeah. He's like, I took a loss and quit halfway through a game because I had a hard bedtime last night that I was not going to break.
It was hard.
All right, let's work our way around the circle real quick. If you were going to make an offer for Josh Hart, what would you offer? Shwin, what would your offer be for Josh Hart?
Rose in 2 seconds.
Okay, Drew, what would you?
Obi Toppin.
Or I would just say Cam. Straight
Okay,
up.
Cam. Okay.
Okay.
So we got an Obi Toppin over here.
Mm-hmm.
Care to explain, or you just that's it?
Obi Toppin.
Okay,
He does not care to explain.
Matt, what would you do for Josh Hart?
I like the idea of Cam. I would be willing to attach a second to him.
Yeah, I would too.
Mm-hmm. Zach,
Yeah, I agree.
with which one?
Finally. Yeah. All of
He
it.
agrees. Yes. The answer is yes.
He's
Colin,
actually offering 3 second-round picks, Obi and Cam. He agrees with them.
He's like,
Yes.
yeah, I agree with you all collectively.
So Obi, Cam, Rose, and 4 seconds.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that's
read my
fine.
Rose.
Perfect.
Yeah, but
Perfect
we're
deal.
signing into a 5-year extension upon the trade being completed. So keep that in mind. I think Shwin has a good point. If you wanted Portland to do it, I think they would be interested in Derrick Rose. He's like one of those old heads that I can see Damian Lillard pulling up like some random photo from 1999 where he's wearing a Derrick Rose jersey, even though Derrick Rose wasn't even in the fucking league yet. And it's like, oh, he's always been my idol. Like, it's one of those things.
One thing I always respected about Derek is one thing I always loved about Derek is he never ran from the grind.
Right. Yeah. You see how he got treated in Chicago. It reminds me of the Bay, and being out here in Portland. Like, no, but in all sincerity, I looked at their roster, like their backup ball handle minutes. I mean, it's really just like him and Anthony are playing hot potato. And I don't like Simons as the ball handler. So I feel like they would be enticed by that if you threw a couple seconds in. The salary's kind of weird too, because he makes like what, Shwin, 12?
Yeah, he makes like 12. 12
Yeah,
points,
so
something like that, yeah.
It is kind of awkward. You're like right in between the Cams of the roster up to like the higher end, low tier guys like Derek. So I think there's probably a deal there if you threw in some picks and threw Derek their way. Because what is his next year team option?
It's 12
not
again.
guaranteed.
I think it's a team option.
It's a team option for
It's a
like
team
15
option.
million or something.
Yeah. I think they would do that. And like I can just already see like, man, Dame worshiped Derrick Rose when he grew up. Like,
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's the thing is it's so weird negotiating with some of these teams, right? Because like we don't want to get worse, right? We're not obviously we're not in this to like, oh, we want to prioritize getting future capital for a key rotation player or something. We're trying to add to the rotation. And I'm not sure like what is Portland's motivation and how do they value these guys? Because I think they might value Josh Hart, but I also don't think they're going to pay Josh Hart because they are managing a lot of things right now. Like they've got a lot of shit going on. They should have never given out that Nurkic contract. That contract is a fucking joke. But
It's
like,
awful.
yeah, it's terrible. I don't know what they're doing. I genuinely don't understand. Like, if you have Damian Lillard and you already saw how him and CJ McCollum worked out, but you're trying to win with Damian Lillard, why is your move now to be like, no, we love Anthony Simons and we can never trade Anthony Simons and we want Dame and Anthony Simons. We know how this ends. We know exactly how this story ends. It doesn't end well for you. It does not end well for you. So I don't get what they're doing. So I do think like it's possible that they are just so desperate to make a playoff spot that like, you know what? If we lose Hart at the end of the year for nothing, so be it. We need him this year. That's possible. But they're a tough team to figure out because they're in that weird morass. Like the West is just weird, right? There's this like whole morass of teams that's so close, bunched up. Obviously, Utah today, as clear, they're good. They're like, you know what? We are good. We are gonna go head down, try and get Wemby best we can. But like the rest of these teams, there's like 12 teams out there, and they're all just bunched up. So will any of them be willing to take the risk of like, well, if we don't make the playoffs, so be it? If I were Portland, I would, because I don't think Dame wants to leave at this point. I think if he was going to leave, it was going to be last year or the year before that or whatever. Anthony isn't going to go anywhere. So if you do sink down the standings for another year, is that bad? You get to keep your picks. It's protected. And, you know, otherwise, if you're not willing to do that, then you should fucking sack up and go make a real trade. Go actually risk something. Like, go offer Anthony Simons for fucking Siakam. See what happens. Like go actually do something, because what they're doing right now is just stupid. But yeah, that's my Portland rant. And also, I would like if they traded us Josh Hart.
Yeah, I would like that too. I think I'm right there. I would do like Cam in 2 seconds. I think that's fair. I think Hart's a good
God,
player.
what an overpay.
I know.
Would you do that? Just like you think you would do that in large part because you think he would stay, like you would re-sign him?
Absolutely. He would definitely re-sign. Like, I think that would be without, like, I think you have the inside track. Like, you have Brunson already. You have Archie on his fucking persistent veterans minimum deal to be your Theo Pinson.
You have
like,
Matt Weiss hosting podcasts.
Yeah, exactly. All these
It's almost
Villanova
like there's
people.
a Villanova pipeline. I got to write an article about this.
It's yeah. The Knicks only go after Villanova players. The new.
So
I can't wait for the mock
what-
draft where any and all Villanova players just find their way into the Knicks slot.
Villanova's not even good this year. We don't want them anymore.
I figured as much.
Don't
They
they have
were
one
good
guy?
then, though.
Don't they
That's
have
all
one
that
guy?
matters.
Yeah, I don't watch them until the tournament.
Thank you for finding. I was like, how do you even know that?
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
Shwin knows everything.
Cam Whitmore. He's a
Whitmore,
local
yeah,
guy.
Cam Whitmore. He's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is good. Whitmore. Yeah.
I only know that because Prez
Yeah,
sends me like
what?
75. Yo, check this clip out. I'm like, yeah, dude, I definitely watched it.
What seconds are you offering? Are you offering like one of the Pistons ones and then like one of the crappier ones?
Yeah. One of the Pistons ones, and then one of the ones that's like worst of these 4 teams.
Yeah.
Like whatever. And who fucking cares? Honestly, the thing with second round picks is that they look like they increase the optics of a trade, but really, like we've seen in the last few years, especially, there's so many teams that have like
7,000.
like 7 7 second round picks in any given draft that they're just like, just give us like $1 million and you can have one.
Well, like we made that OKC trade in the 2021 draft. We had the 32nd pick. They had 34 and 36, but they already had so many fucking guys. They were like, fine, we'll give you 34 and 36 for 32. Like that in terms of value, that's crazy value. You basically doubled up. It's the same 32 to 34 and 36. Those picks are all worth the same on the grand scheme of things.
And then the Knicks added the greatest Euro sleeper second round pick since Manu Ginobili.
Yeah, and Deuce McBride is making jumpers now.
Yeah,
sometimes. So we basically won the draft.
I agree.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
Here's
looking.
a question that came to me. And nobody posted about in the comments. This is me alone. I thought of this.
Oh my God, stop it. We have people to answer. What do you
if they
think?
trade someone out of the rotation for Hart, how does Hart slot in? That's me. I thought.
Oh, yeah, that was you. Yeah, nobody else asked that.
That's crazy. That's so creative.
Matt,
Yeah.
Yeah,
great question.
Nobody else asked that question.
That was a
Thank you.
great
Thank you.
question.
What is this, James?
I would just give him Deuce can go back to being situational. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fine.
No, but their record when he plays more than 15 minutes, you don't understand.
Okay, Mr. Stathead.
God.
Yeah, I feel like it would probably just be Deuce would go back to being situational. He wouldn't cut into Quickly's minutes. I mean, I'd be fine going back to a 10-man though. Also, except
I know.
for,
No, you can't do that.
No.
Tibbs.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's gotta be-
the main
No.
thing that sucks with like not being able to go back to a 10-man is literally just because like part of it is that I wouldn't want to because Tibbs does his fucking hockey shift bullshit.
Yeah.
And he hasn't been doing that lately, and that's why they've been winning. Because you're actually mixing and matching players rather than just being like, okay, bench unit in. Like,
don't,
all right,
don't tell him because he'll just start putting 4 guys on the floor. He'll be like, starters all got to sit. We're playing 4 on 5.
bench unit only.
That's
Like,
that's why I said you need to shrink the rotation. Like keep shrinking it.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't
I
want
guess
to end
that's
up.
why Drew's trading Obi.
Yeah,
If
we
you
don't.
have 5 guys who can play 48 minutes in the playoffs, you're just not doing
That's right.
We don't want to be like Nick Nurse here. You're just running like 6 guys into the ground every single fucking night.
No, it's just 7 guys.
Yeah.
no, you have to do it. You have to be like prime Mike D'Antoni back in the day, just running like 6 dudes out there for like the
I'm
entire
Tom
fucking playoff
Thibodeau.
series.
Yeah, what are we talking about? This is the
D'Antoni
guy.
used to do that too.
Yeah,
That
D'Antoni
like a
was
big
really
thing.
bad with that.
Yeah.
No, but like,
It's
all
like-
right, this is our rotation last night, right? 35 minutes for RJ, 34 for Randall, 35 for Sims. That's foul trouble. Obviously, he wouldn't have played 35 normally. Brunson 39 is the real outlier, but then Grimes 30, Quickly 32, Obi 14, Hartenstein 13, McBride 9. Like if you take McBride out, put Hart in, I guarantee you Hart gets more than 9 minutes every single night.
He
and
played
that'll-
the 3
Yeah, they'll come out of
also.
Obi's
Yeah.
14 minutes.
No,
Yeah,
it'll
that's
no,
why you trade
no.
Obi.
no, he
Obviously-
won't
obviously
play.
they won't.
Yeah, the only reason you should do that if you want to do it is because it would force Tibbs to play small, which is the dumbest reason to do it for me because like we have like I shouldn't have to force you to do something that is a fucking option on your roster. Like I'm not making trades to help you get to where a sane person would be. I'm not doing it.
I think
But-
he actually would probably play Hartenstein and Sims together when Randall was sitting if Obi were gone. Legitimately,
Yeah,
I
he
don't
might
think he
do
would play
that.
small.
He's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I
but,
didn't
like,
think. I actually did not consider that as an option. If Josh Hart, because Josh Hart's only 6'5".
Yeah.
right. And so I think
Huh.
Deuce can go. That's 9 minutes right there. Then you take what? 5 minutes from Brunson. That's 14. Take 2 minutes from RJ, Grimes, and Quick. Like he can play 20 minutes a night. He's gonna get there. Like it's fine. I think if you do that, you've got a solid 9-man regroup. And I mean, look, maybe Tibbs isn't the coach to use all the options it gives you, but maybe the next guy is if it comes to that. But like to Tibbs' credit, he's been a lot better the last few games for whatever reason. And it actually does seem like he's now listening to Johnny Bryan or something a little bit more. It's kind of weird. I noticed it first in the Clippers game, but it was really noticeable yesterday. Like, because when they made that sub on the free throw, right, that Banchero had to miss, they made a second sub for Isaac late, and Tibbs hadn't either noticed or reacted. And Johnny Bryan was like screaming at him, like, fucking, he's like, he was telling Hartenstein to come up before like Tibbs acknowledged it. You can like, if you go back and watch the game, like you can kind of see it in the back. But I mean, if he is, so be it. I mean, it's a good thing. It's a good development. 65-year-old man, expanding his horizons.
Old
Gotta
dogs
respect it.
do learn new tricks.
Yep.
But what
there
if
you go.
Tibbs actually isn't coaching? Right? They just pretend to listen to him, and it's actually Johnny Bryant doing
We got a
everything
weekend
behind
at-
the scenes.
weekend at Tommy's situation
Right,
going on
it's
here.
Joe
Yeah.
Biden of NBA coaches. Is that
It's just like, okay, just let Tibbs
Colin,
stream ice.
what are you doing?
It's
Don't
been a
bring
puppet
politics
regime.
into this.
It's been a puppet regime for years. It's just been Johnny Bryan
That's
this
all
whole
it is.
time.
Right,
I've
exactly.
actually been Berman this whole time. Sourced out.
James Marcita says Hart and Stein Strickland merch just made you guys $1 million.
He did.
Who's
That's
the
legit.
Stein?
I would love a Hartenstein.
Hart and Stein, yeah. If
I
they
don't
get
get it.
Josh Hart.
James, I
Yeah,
don't
where's
get
this
it.
Stein coming from?
I got something jogged my brain a little bit in the YouTube comments here. Our buddy Villain X wonders what's happening with Rokas.
You think
I
any
don't
of us
care
are
about
watching
that.
Euro
Yeah,
basketball?
well, I
Yeah.
know what you're thinking, so
I mean, we know that he's playing in the EuroLeague, but he's been much improved. I think that there is really a decent chance that he could come over and be like a good player from day one. How do you guys approach it if some team asks you for the rights to Rokas
For
in
what?
trade discussions today? Like,
Giannis.
let's say
I
that it was
only
like the
want Giannis.
Blazers.
That's it. Giannis or It's only honest.
I don't know how to value him.
I'm giving him the Vildoza contract.
What if Portland comes to you and says, "Hey, we want Cam Reddish and the rights to Rokas"?
I
Josh Hart.
I would
I
call.
actually wouldn't do that.
Cam's untouchable.
Yeah, I would also call Prez and be like, Prez, tell me what to think about Rokas. Like, I
Does
need.
Prez actually watch Rokas?
He keeps tabs on him.
Prez
man.
watches a lot of Rokas.
That is.
yeah.
How do you even watch that? Like,
Prez hasn't hooked up. Prez knows
Have you heard of the?
Have you ever? I
Yeah, I
don't
was
know.
about to say, Zach, there's this thing called the internet.
Yeah, have you heard about the internet, dude?
Yeah, we're on it right now.
What?
He plays
What
for
team does he play
Barcelona.
for?
Yeah, Barcelona.
Barcelona.
No, Barcelona.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Barcelona.
God.
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
There you
Oh,
go.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, he's
That was
current-
a warm perm.
he is the that's a warm perm right there. Yeah, he is for Barcelona right now. Barcelona is averaging 8.5 points, 4.6 assists. He's slashing pretty decent slash line here. 46% from the field, 44% from 3 on 2 attempts per game, and 86% from the free throw line in
Ooh.
about 20 minutes per game.
And he slashed that stuff. He slashed that stuff last year too. Like he's
Future 50, 40, 90 guy.
no, I mean he's. I think
Future
he's
Luka
considered.
Doncic.
You
period.
heard it here first. 50, 40, 90. Rookie
I think he was considered the best. I think he got voted as like the rising young star of
Mhm.
his league last year too. So like, I mean, I don't know what the hell that's worth, but
Which Luka Doncic
No,
won that award once too.
but like
worth-
probably a good comparable for him is like Nikola Mirotic. Because I think when Mirotic came over initially, he was kind of a similar path. Had played a couple years for Real Madrid and had won the same type of award. So that might be. I mean, Mirotic is a good NBA player.
And that
I
guy
have
went
a-
on
I
to
have
get
a-
his face broken by Bobby.
Guys, I
Portis.
have a wacky stat that I kind of remember that is about these Euro League star things. Okay, ready? There's only like 3 people who have ever won it twice back to back. And Rokas has like the opportunity to do that. And it would be the company of Luka and I think it's Mirotic. Like, and that's it. Like, no one else has done back to back rising star type. Or it could have been Rubio, right? Like, it's only like a few people, and all those guys turned out to be really good NBA players. So there you go. Great stats.
Here's hoping. Yeah, we had in the YouTube comments, Zan Rose and Rokas is worth a protected first. I feel like I think that's probably about right.
Feels.
I'm not trading for anything.
I don't know, man. I never watched a guy play basketball.
That's right. That's why we need to watch him first. So let him come over
Can
before
we
we decide
teach
to
Zach
trade
how to
him.
use the internet tonight so they can watch Rokas play basketball?
Yeah, Zach. After this is gonna be like YouTube.
No, I went to the first page of Google results and it wasn't there, so I gave up. That's it. I'm done.
I only know Google, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm not doing. It's not worth it. Sorry, guys.
All right, let's dip back to our Discord questions that we got from earlier and see if we can find something else to answer here. All right, so this comes from our buddy ZMP323 in the Discord. Wants to know, what team do you think Cam is on past the deadline?
Next.
No.
Where's that clip of the Chinese simulator?
I
Where
think
it was
he'll.
on the TNT set.
I'm gonna say Portland.
You think they're going to trade him for Hart?
I just think, like, I don't know, Portland. If you're not sure that you want to keep Hart, but you don't want to totally lose the option to like create a salary slot, Cam makes sense, and maybe the Knicks kick in a second round pick or two. Like that makes sense, right? I don't know. I think.
Yeah.
So which is it? Because earlier you said Derrick Rose. Now you're saying Cam Reddish.
Well, I'm saying that's what I would give
flip
up.
flopping.
I said
This
what
is
I would
really-
give up.
This is
So
really
I
great,
would-
Colin. Please keep let's keep doing this. Let's attack Shwin. I'm being serious. I want everything.
I'm just getting his juices flowing.
To the
yeah.
fire.
All I said was that's what I would do, and then
Right. Now you're saying that you would also give up
No,
Cam.
I'm
So
saying what the Knicks might do.
Okay.
Can we get like a CNN Chiron here that says, Shwin's a flip flopper?
Yeah.
Yes, hold on. I
Let's
can.
post a
Hold on one
comment
sec.
that says Shwin is a flip-flopper, and then we can post that.
Hold on. I can do this.
I think
it's
that
really
you
funny
guys
that-
would do better.
I think
for
it's
Josh
really
Hart.
funny that Minnesota and Utah are literally playing right now. By the way,
Oh, did they just like walk across the court?
I love when
Mike
Like,
Conley
yo,
was at
what's
shoot
up?
around. He was just
when,
like
when
warming
guys
up.
can just like. It's actually disappointing that it happened. Well, no, they were probably already at the arena.
I'm sure. But yeah,
They probably do. Yeah,
Nice.
We'll be kidding.
it's. I think he could end up Portland. I know that
That
Cleveland
is incredible.
I know Cleveland is interested in him. I know they have an offer on the table for him, which isn't a great offer. So we'll see.
Good
You
stuff,
say it's
Al.
not a great offer?
It's not a great offer. It is an offer.
But Cleveland has talked about Hardaway. They've talked about Hart. Cam feels like their 245 option, 250.
I think Dallas talked to Cleveland about Hardaway. It's probably the best way to put it. I don't think anybody's
Yeah.
talking about Hardaway. Nobody's like, you know what? We
Is he
need
just
to.
like falling off a cliff? Like, I mean, he's still like volume 3-point shooter, and he's not too expensive. How long is he under contract? Number 3 jersey's currently not taken in New York. So.
Yeah.
Bring him back. Round 3.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Now-
how many guys have been on a team 3 non-consecutive times?
Has that even happened?
I don't know. I'm honestly like,
Yeah.
maybe
Probably
not.
like Anderson Varejao or somebody like
Yeah.
that.
It's hard to
What about
imagine
Big
someone-
Z? Big Z was probably on the Cavs 3 non-consecutive times.
Ooh, Tim Hardaway still has 2 years left on his deal. Oh.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
deal sucks ass.
Woo.
Matt, where do you think Reddish is going to be?
Oh,
Yeah, tomorrow.
you skipped Drew.
No, we already heard Drew. He said the Knicks.
Oh, that was him who said that? I didn't know who
keep
said
up.
that.
Pay attention.
Wow.
Keep up, Matt. Come on.
Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
I was trying to defend your honor here, Drew, and you're going after me.
I
Anyway.
need my honor defended.
No, last time I ever defend you on anything.
Anything ever.
And anything,
Yeah,
right?
and literally anything ever.
There goes my
Anyway, I think
the Boston.
I think
Gale.
Cam will end up on the Cavs actually. Even if it's a terrible offer, I just think they're not going to find anything and be like, fine, whatever, we'll just do that and get rid of him.
Zach, what do you think? Where's Cam going?
Orlando. I don't know. I'm picking Orlando.
They do that.
What should I know, guys?
At least put some
You want me to
effort
call
into
my
it, like,
agent?
throw it
See
dark
the
or
intel he's
something, right?
I don't have any intel.
Are you saying they're going to bring Mobamba home?
Yes, that's exactly. And by the way, both of them went to my high school, so that would
No
be
one
very
cares. No one cares.
Nobody
No,
cares.
it-
All right.
it-
Anyway,
it-
moving on.
That wasn't going to
The,
come up unless you forced it.
No
that
one
was
cares.
The
just
cabal.
No one cares.
Colin, where's Cam going?
bold prediction. I think Cam Reddish is going to the Denver Nuggets in a 3-team deal where the Knicks do not get Bones Highland.
Can we get Bones Highland just so that Tyrese has like a fucking mental breakdown
Heart
on Twitter
attack.
about it?
Yeah. It's going to be one of those things, though. Like the notification is going to come through. Denver and New York are having conversations based around a deal involving Cam Reddish and Bones Highland. And everybody's like, oh, we're getting Bones. And then we're going to get like 2 second-round picks and a guy that we're going to waive as a part of like a 3-team deal. I'm sure somebody will say that, we're on like the 2-yard line or something. It's going to be
2-yard. That was the Isolo one, right?
Yeah.
On the 2-yard line.
I was about to say that's
Carmelo
the
to
Frank
Houston. It is
That was-
right there.
The
Yeah,
deal is
Melody
on the
Houston,
2-yard line.
Sources say it's still on the 2-yard line.
they unfortunately ran the Packers offense at the end of the NFC
guys seen that?
Championship last year.
What's the Skyrim commercial where it's like your Skyrim character from high school and the guy's just like standing at the beach and he's like, yeah, I don't know. I was doing all this cool stuff and then all of a sudden I just stopped moving.
Yeah.
That's the Carmelo Houston saga
Yeah.
from like 4 years ago.
Who was that guy? The one guy that was like friends with Maury or something that used to post shit on about he's like, oh, it's definitely happening.
Oh,
right.
no, I remember who you're talking about.
Yeah,
that dude, Bert Steele.
Bert Steele.
Oh yeah, my uncle
You're
Bert.
a person? The Doug's cousin?
Yeah, that was my uncle. My man was wild.
Wait a second. Here we go. Zach Lowe, an important note regarding the Lakers' first-round pick to the Jazz. If it falls into the top 4, it immediately converts to a second-round pick.
Wow.
That's interesting.
That is interesting, actually.
Yeah, that's why I said it was interesting.
Yeah. Well, I'm agreeing with you, Colin, but I don't want to say I agree to give Matt any
Yeah,
satisfaction.
it's just kind of redundant to repeat exactly
You
what I
already said I agreed once tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to say,
I
as
got
far as
myself,
where
actually.
Cam Reddish is going to end up going, I agree.
There you go.
Anyway,
There you go.
quick.
Alex made it
Have
funny.
we gotten any Robert Randolph intel today?
We turned down 2 trades today. I know that for a fact.
Oh my God! How could we?
Yeah.
It definitely happened.
All right, real quick, before we go any further, I just got to remind everybody that today's show is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Now we're 20
NBA
minutes
fan-
into the show.
Hey, shut up.
Sorry.
NBA fan, it's time to bring the
I'll
hoops
mute
action
myself.
to the palm of your hand with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. This week, new customers can bet $5 and win $200 in bonus bets instantly. Plus, for a limited time, all new and existing customers can get a no-sweat same-game parlay every day. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook app today to opt in, place a same-game parlay on any NBA game, and if it doesn't hit, you'll get a bonus bet back. Same-game parlay is very popular in the strict cord. Everybody does it. I say if there's not at least a 0.1% chance that you end up like Adam Sandler at the end of Uncut Gems, what's even the point of placing a bet? That's why you should same-game parlay. Our buddy Mikey Cooks in the Discord.
Shout out Mikey.
Mikey won like $500 the other
Was it
day.
a $10 ticket?
$10 ticket for $500
Yeah.
in winnings. Great
And
stuff.
he used our promo code. I'm just
And he
throwing
used
that
our
out.
promo code. Yes,
Wow.
TBPN, which I'm about to tell you about right now. Download the app now and sign up with code TBPN. New customers can bet $5 on the NBA and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. If you're like Mikey, that means you'll win like $10 million or something. I don't know. Math. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA with promo code TBPN. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details.
I'm
All right,
shocked
guys.
that there wasn't a Super Bowl specific ad read that you had to do there.
Well, shut up. I wasn't going to question it.
Yeah, don't
But
question the ad reads.
you can also bet on the Super Bowl with DraftKings if you
Tell us
didn't
all
know.
about your prop bets that you're doing, Alex.
Sam really liked that read. Sam's in the comments. Sam, you should just tap into the thing, man.
Or don't. It's fine.
Just tap in and say hello. So yeah, of course, watch the run dot down. If you're watching this and you don't normally watch that, you should be watching that after every single Knicks game. And then I'm going to take this question. You know what? Hawkeye 420 asked this of Sam, but whatever. How do you feel about Chicago's interest in Russ if Utah buys him out? From Hawkeye 420 here.
Well, Sam answered the question, so you don't need to worry about it.
Yeah, hilarious. They should do it. Sam
There you go.
says. I think I agree.
Westbrook lineups are going to be the worst of all time.
I don't understand what some of these teams. Like, I genuinely don't get it. Like,
You're
what-
just mad that you were wrong.
No,
Shwin said earlier that Russell Westbrook played his last
because
basketball
it
game
should
last
be.
night.
I said there's a decent chance.
I'm
And
pretty sure you said it matter of fact, and you couldn't have been more wrong. He is not even a free agent yet. We have 3
he's
teams out of the
fucking
woodwork.
terrible. Okay, there's a lot of stupid people in NBA front offices. That's fine. I'm
Yeah.
wrong. He's terrible. He's fucking garbage. There's no utility for him on an NBA team at this point. There's no serious team.
We're all Team Russ to
He's-
Dallas. I think I can
I really
confirm
want
that.
to see that.
No,
I'll speak for the 6 of us.
If you want
Yes.
to do anything, if you want to develop talent, or if you just want to win games, like he doesn't serve either of those purposes.
But
He's
Billy
terrible to work
Donovan
with.
knows what makes him tick, man. He's the key. He's the
Yeah.
secret ingredient.
Maybe,
all-
but I despise Russ, and I've always despised him. So I would love to see him fail in another team, which would be his what? Would that be his 5th team in 5 years or 6th team in 5
I'm
years?
glad
I don't
you
know. It's
asked
hard to keep
because I
track.
wanted to bring this up. You know you're bad when analysts are crossing sports to dunk on you. Field Yates decided to tweet about Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook
Who?
signed a 5-year, $205 million extension with the Thunder in 2017, the largest contract in NBA history then. In the 5 years of that deal, year 1, he played for the Thunder. Year 2, he was traded to the Rockets. Year 3, he was traded to the Wizards. Year 4, he was traded to the Lakers. And year 5, he was traded to the Jazz.
And we'll end up playing for another team before
And
the end
will
of the year.
end up playing for another team. But
It's
Field
crazy.
Yates, NFL reporter, decided he had time today for Russell
Yeah.
Westbrook.
Fantasy football analyst, no less.
Yeah.
Field
Yeah.
Yates. Yeah.
That's
I
one of the
just-
all-time just that extension. Even when it happened, I remember being like, "This is gonna age poorly." Like he's just
Everyone,
not-
I
yeah.
think that was like the consensus.
Yeah.
Everyone was just like, "Nah, this is wild."
I will just say,
Presti
if
got out of
only-
it. He got 2 picks out of it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I
man.
don't know how he did that. Yes,
If only every team though could find a way to use him. Well, all right, it would require Russ looking in the mirror, but D'Antoni was like the only one that kind of figured out how to use him, and it
That's
sort
like
of
a role
worked.
man, and like
Yeah, just have him play like a 4, basically, and just like cut to the hoop from the 3-point line all the time.
The
and shit.
problem is like
we've fallen.
the biggest problem is that Russ doesn't want to do that though. That's the
No,
problem.
Russ was averaging like 27 points per game for parts of that Houston
Yeah.
season, and yet was still apparently behind closed doors. Like, why aren't they letting me handle the ball? It's like he figured you out, man. Like this is like just embrace it. And he was like,
it's
no,
like
this is
Melo.
terrible.
When
Yeah.
Melo was
All
like,
right.
Melo was like, shoot threes, and he was like, no, I don't want to do that. And then
Oh,
Woodson, and then Woodson was like, shoot threes, and he's like, that sounds great. Yeah, fucking hell, yeah, let's do it.
Threes? What?
Yeah. No,
You-
so
Well, can I jab step before I shoot them? Yes.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys saw Tibbs's post game after last night's victory over Orlando,
Yes,
But,
I was
like,
like,
but he was like pretty. I mean, look, you got to take this for what it is. But to me, like, I do think he likes coaching this team. I do think he genuinely likes this team. I think this team is comfortable within itself. Like, I think they have the good vibes, right? And like, I think we have some evidence based on the Cam trade last year. I don't think he likes actually getting in-season acquisitions. Like, I'd have to go back and look at the Chicago teams, but I don't remember Chicago making a lot of in-season acquisitions then. And when he was GM in Minnesota, I don't remember them doing much on the
Jimmy,
trade deadlines.
right? When did they get Jimmy?
Jimmy was an off-season move. That was at the draft. That was the night
They
of the draft.
dumped him in the midseason. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
And that was because and he forced his way out, right? That was a different thing. But like, I don't think he wants, like, we know this, right? The thing that we always talk about is Tibbs like decides his rotation in fucking, August.
The day before
And-
the season starts, and then that's how it is.
Yeah, that's how
For
it is. So
82 games.
he doesn't want to deal with change. He doesn't want you to like take out pieces and bring. I think he wants. I genuinely feel like unless you were like Tibbs, we can get you this star or perceived star. I kind of feel like he's fine with this team, and he knows like he probably likes the fact that he can just bench Deuce when he sucks ass, and like it's like not a big deal. Like there's no controversy around it. He probably likes that like Obi's a good guy, and Obi has Leon's son as his agent, and when he plays 14 minutes a night, he just takes it. Like that he loves the other guys, right? Like, I mean, maybe not RJ. RJ's in the weird zone right now. They're not sure what their relationship is yet. It's complicated. But like Brunson, he loves. Quickly, he loves. Grimes, he loves. Randall, he loves. Mitch, he loves. I think he loves Hardenstein. I think he really likes Hardenstein too, and I think he likes Sims. Like I think he genuinely. I think he loves Deuce.
I've said it 100 times. He's a really normal guy. He's just got this one weird thing where he really likes his rim protected.
Yeah, it's true. Like but I don't know. Like I think they're just gonna dump Cam, and that'll be that. I really don't anticipate a lot more than that. Because even the Rose thing, it's like if they can accommodate Rose, obviously I think they'll do it. As long as that's something he wants to do.
Which is why Portland was a great idea, because it's somewhere he's going to play. But there's never been a less surprising report than Tom Thibodeau endorsing a quiet trade deadline.
Yeah.
He's like, when I leave for work at the All-Star break, I want to come back and everything still be the same.
Yeah, I don't want to see anything different when I get
that's just kind of how he also still buys DVDs. Like,
Actually, Colin, it's VCRs.
Yeah.
No,
So it's VHS tapes.
No,
I was going to say, you're not even saying it right.
No, he buys VCRs.
Okay.
Multiple. Because we know what he does with them.
He watches the tape.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, that's
he
all.
does. Yep.
And the greatest Knicks mail that bag inside joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Right, I caught that. Yeah.
Yes. I think that, I don't know. Like people have been like, I don't know why people are like, oh, Obi's definitely gone. Obi's definitely gone. It's like, do you like? I don't know. I thought the entire idea of like they're gonna try to protect it first and Obi for Vando and Beasley. I'm like, look, even if they've decided that Obi isn't, he's long term not a piece anymore because of Randall and all kinds of things. Do you really think they're gonna trade the fucking first lottery pick for fucking Jared Vanderbilt and Malik Beasley? With the protected first round pick? No, that's never happening. That's never going to happen. I'm sorry. It's never going to happen. Maybe if they can use him to package if you can use him in a package to get OG, that's an easy sell, right? We had to do it. Oh, I think they're
A
there might even-
clear-cut upgrade. Yeah.
and he's probably like the same age, right? I don't think OG is much older than him.
It's not that much different.
Yeah. So like,
Fits
yeah,
the
that-
timeline.
yeah, all those are moves where it's like, okay, yeah, you can sell that. You can't sell fucking Jared Vanderbilt and Malik Beasley. You can't. Not if you attach a projected first round pick. That's crazy. I don't know. I'm happy for them to keep this team the way it is. If they could add like a Hart or even like somebody like an Eric Gordon for cheap, I'd be okay with that. But other than that, I'm good. Like I like that you're forcing Tibbs to play these young guys. And for once, this was the entire thing we bitched about last year, right? It's not just about playing these young guys because you believe in them. It's also to just get information on them. Are they good? Are they bad? Do they play well together? Are there combinations that are better than others? Like, we're actually getting that information now. I would rather have a full season's data of that and make a more informed decision in the summer, because the guys that we ultimately like, a guy like OG, who I think is, a guy that a lot of people would like, I don't think he's going to move until the summer. So I don't need to rush do anything else in the meantime.
Well, assuming the Knicks did want to make a move tomorrow, here's two names that we haven't heard in about a week, so they feel very old news. But S. Arthur out of the YouTube comments wants to know, it's 2:59 tomorrow. Grayson Allen or Eric Gordon, who are you taking and why? Zach, you haven't spoken in a while, and you can't say I agree if I make you first. So what do you think?
Got to read on the situation. Assuming the price is the same, no one wants to hear this, but probably Grayson Allen, just because he's younger. I think Gordon still probably has some left in the tank, and I feel like Eric Gordon actually, he's a pretty good player. I know he's getting pretty old now, but man, on those Rockets teams, he was like a very real part of those teams not all that long ago. I feel like he's a good vet to have around, but like this team isn't winning a championship this year, so I don't see the point. So I'll take Grayson.
Drew, what do you think?
Grayson. Yeah,
Matt?
Hold on. Before Matt gets there, I just want all of us to just imagine having to root for Grayson Allen and defend him just because he's a Knick. Like, this sounds so exhausting for everyone involved, and I kind of want to have to do it and just be like, he's not actually dirty. He just really tries hard.
Start the excuse making.
He just really wants to win.
He just really wants to win.
He's really competitive.
There would
He's
be like
really
a million
competitive.
people being like,
Competitive spirit.
yeah, they'd be like, he brought grit back to the Garden. He's
That's
bringing
right.
back the Oakley vibes.
I
Anthony
need it
Mason
back.
or Grayson Allen? What's the difference?
Exactly. I need that. I need to do the defense, even though I know it's 100% bullshit.
Yeah. Matt, what do you think?
I'm going Gordon. I don't want Grayson Allen on my team.
You better have an opinion, buddy, because
I already answered.
Make the case.
The case is I don't want Grayson Allen on my team.
and that's fair. We were just waiting for the
that
second
is
shoe to drop. Yeah.
I would take Eric Gordon almost without hesitation over fucking Grayson Allen. I think Eric Gordon has playoff pedigree. I think he's proven that he's not washed anymore. He's had like 2 seasons still post Harden where he's played well. I believe in games that he's played over 30 minutes over the last few years. They're actually 21 and 30. You should go check out their record in the games that he doesn't play 30 minutes. It's not very good. He is still an extremely good half-court scorer. I believe he's in the 90th percentile in half-court efficiency, points per possession. Jeremy Cohen can confirm that later. And whether or not I'm right on this stream, I'm right. I know it's really good. I know it's way better than Malik Beasley.
It's close enough.
Yeah, I know it's definitely like a very good percentile. And you know what? Guess what our offense is? Because this is not going to change. Our offense is what? It is a lot of ISOs. It's a lot of standstill, stagnant bullshit. And when guys get the ball, they got to make shit happen. You want to know who has experience playing in an offense like that and doing well in it? Eric fucking Gordon. I'm taking Eric Gordon 6 billion times over that fucking piece of shit loser, Grayson Allen. He can go fuck himself.
Colin, do you have a different opinion?
Yeah. I'm firmly in the Grayson Allen bandwagon with this one. I think my goal is to enable Miles and Emmanuel more so, not less so, and bringing in
His
Eric.
friends, Miles and Emmanuel.
Yeah, we're on a first
My
name
good
basis.
buddies.
Yeah.
You think? See, like my
Grayson Allen's just going to get the fuck out of the way. What do you
My-
mean? He's playing with Giannis Antetokounmpo.
that's fine. My opinion, though,
No. Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton,
It's
like
fine. Like
he's
it's fine.
literally Portland Mello.
But
Like, he
he's.
just
I
stands
think
in
he.
the
I
court.
think whoever they trade for is coming in and taking Deuce's minutes, so that he shouldn't be a consideration of this.
Yeah, but you can still take Deuce's minutes and not like eradicate him from like playing basketball at all.
That's what would
He only
happen.
has 9 minutes again. You kind of have to if you're
Yeah,
taking.
I guess I'm giving Tibbs too much credit, but you know
You
what
know
I
what?
mean. Like,
Well,
Yeah. But the thing is, Tibbs is our coach, so you have to like live in the world where anybody you get at this deadline is taking Deuce's minutes. I promise you that. Look at all the names they're connected to are guys that ostensibly would play that like position, that slot, those minutes, whatever.
I guess I just assumed he was going to take Sims minutes. It was a brain fart. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, don't fucking let it happen again, pal.
I would go Gordon as well
I
because
can't wait for them to trade for Allen now.
he he offers something different. Like Grayson Allen is just like a worse Quentin Grimes that also happens to look like Ted Cruz and likes fucking kicking people in the balls and tripping them and shit.
And he looks
like,
like the Zodiac.
yeah, and he looks like Zodiac, which means he also looks like Ted Cruz.
yeah, wait,
because
are we
they all
done?
look like Zodiac.
You know who kicked people in the balls? Draymond Green. You know what Draymond Green's got? 3 of them things.
Yeah, well, Draymond
He has
is
3
also
balls.
yeah. Draymond's also like
He
a
kicks
lot
them
better
off
at.
of other people and then consumes them.
The thing is, Draymond's like a lot better at the basketball.
Yeah.
No, I think it's pretty comparable. What are you talking about?
Wait, someone occupy time for a second. I have to make a new banner.
Grayson is
God.
shooting 40% of his damn near 5 threes per game. I understand he's not going to get the same looks as he is under fucking Budenholzer compared to Tibbs, but
Grayson Allen definitely eats mice, and he also and he definitely had he definitely grew up with a BB gun, and he would sniper rifle squirrels.
I don't even understand, but also it's hilarious. I'm not really sure how this works in my brain.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
what don't you understand, Zach?
What kind
does
of
eating
person
mice look like?
face?
so
okay.
basketball is
I
what
think-
we're talking about.
So Sam, this is a comment from Sam. Sam tweeted, did you guys see that picture yesterday that what's his name? Ian Miles Chung, that like right-wing weirdo tweeted out? Yeah. So Sam quote tweeted that and was like, this guy looks like he eats mice. and so that's what he's I think that's just a thing now that he's saying, which is it's good. I mean
It's a good one. It's good. I like it. All right. I'm just looking up some numbers here real quick because I'm
So
curious about this.
Jake Fisher just said on his live stream, give me 2 seconds.
You were breaking news and didn't have it
while you're on our
Sorry.
live stream.
I've been holding it for a while. That's
Oh,
what
okay.
happens when you talk with Shwin.
Oh, man.
My fault.
Jake reiterates that Derrick Rose to the Bucks has been rumored as a very possible trade making its way around the league.
Really?
Yeah.
Derrick Rose to the Bucks. What?
No, that
Has
makes
anyone
sense.
watched Derrick Rose
That's
play? I
exactly
don't
the type of player that the Bucks would look
To
at.
be
No one
clear,
has watched Derrick Rose play because he's
Derrick
never been
Rose
playing.
is dog shit. What is
I
it?
don't. I think they're trying to shave money here somehow. So that is the real thing. That you need to
They're
do.
trying to shave money on a contender. They deserve everything.
They did it last year.
winning.
They did it last year.
I
I
know.
think.
It's insane. Give me a fucking break, yo. You own a multi-billion-dollar team. Fuck off. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
Those
Really
damn
mad.
Most
Canadians.
passionate he's felt about anything.
It's the dumbest thing in the
Pretty
world.
significant.
It's like,
Yeah, I don't know.
what
I
are you
think I
literally
feel
paying a penny?
I don't know. I'm like if they get Grayson Allen for Derrick Rose, I don't think you can knock that. But
I love the copium already.
no, I'm actually
I told you it's gonna happen.
I'm actually
He's
like
prepared.
I hate Grayson Allen, but he's also a guy that 100% like you hate if he's not on your team, right? Like he's an
Yeah.
asshole,
Yeah.
fucking asshole. But like, do I think I don't think like he's fine. He's better than Derrick Rose, but it's not like you're not. He doesn't really change anything. He just might be a slight upgrade on like Deuce right now, which okay. And I don't know. I'm not really even certain about that. I just rather just play Deuce and deal with the size issues.
Yeah. Guess the one Knicks player that is not at Brunson's jersey retirement.
Derrick Rose.
No, it's Randall.
No, well, that's
Well, he's in Disney World.
I know, but we're still gonna run with it. What do you? That's
You think Randall's getting traded?
No, I can't wait to see the timeline, though, now that the picture has come out. Literally, Jericho Sims, Isaiah, Miles, Quentin, Quick, Ryan Arcidiacono, Derrick Rose, Obi Toppin. I may not be recognizing RJ, but he also may not be there. But, yeah, literally everybody.
RJ, bad teammate. Wow.
Let's get it started. I can't wait for Clyde to talk about it on the next broadcast.
Yeah, but why wouldn't
It's
RJ be
incredible,
there?
Kenny. Everybody was there with a plus minus plus. For RJ.
Yeah, whoever introduced him to that really needs to be
They-
shot.
They should be
No, I
fired.
disagree.
Not
I
like-
disagree. It's
He just came
one of the
across
greatest
it one day.
revelations.
And
I
it's
want
just
I want Clyde quoting box plus minus on the next game.
That's it.
I
That's
always
too
love-
much. No, we have to keep it to 1 plus minus.
Nope.
This is
Nope.
not- he already
Absolutely.
said.
Can we get Drew to send him some of his stats and be like, Clyde,
Yeah.
this
No,
is you gotta quote
I
these.
just need Clyde to be like his PER is 32.5.
How would he pronounce that wrong? I'm trying. The thing is, you never know.
Oh, he just called his part. He calls
was
his
called
part.
more of a guy.
Yeah, he calls per.
I always
Her.
loved Alan Hahn still up to like a year ago, still citing PER. And I think Wally Zerbiak still does.
Well,
I love it. Just give me some purr.
They're all about PER. I just love
what's
to.
what's the stat on NBA stats that like no one uses? It's like another thing like PER.
Pie.
Ah, yeah.
yeah.
Ah,
No, somebody does use that, but I don't
Player
feel like,
impact efficiency. or
I don't
something.
feel like bringing up his name on this stream, so I'm not.
What's
woo!
what's
Okay.
everybody's
Spell it
MSR on the wait? What is Derrick Rose's
Oh.
MSR this year? Does anybody have it?
I'll pull it up.
He went there.
Yeah, I heard it was a 420.
6'9", 420.
6'9", 420, man.
MSR had Obi as the number one prospect.
Unfortunately, nobody can access MSR. It's proprietary, so we'll just have to live without
Yo,
it. I
NBA
guess.
I ran
teams
into
are
a
using it
firewall.
all
Yeah,
the
it's bad.
time.
Yeah. We do have another YouTube question here out of the comments. Brian Benjamin wants to know, what if we stay pat at the deadline? Would you want to see Tibbs play Cam now? I think that's intriguing. So what do you do if they stand pat? Do you just keep everything going how it is? Like, do you not
Yes.
touch anything?
What?
Yeah.
I think you take
They're
somebody
gonna
out
buy
of
him out.
rotation. 8 guys. Let's cut it down.
Should you do it Survivor style? Like every
Yeah.
week, vote out someone out of the
Take Deuce,
rotation?
Oh,
Deuce
that'd
is
be
out.
fun.
Which, Colin, by the way, if you cut Deuce's minutes to 0, he's not playing anymore. Let's be clear about that. So
Okay.
Deuce is out.
Like,
and
but
then
what if he has like a basketball on the sideline? like dribbling
and then give Hall of his minutes to I don't know, probably Randall.
I think they're
Yeah.
going to buy. It's no coincidence that Bondi came out and was like, "Yeah, they're going to buy him out if they don't trade him." Like, he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. Like he's never playing his. It could not be. It couldn't have been more apparent when they played what? What was that stretch? They played Dallas, San Antonio, and Houston.
Yeah.
With like
And
six
they
guys.
needed him.
Yeah, and Tibbs was like, "Nah, like we're good. Like you're fucking you're done. Like you just sit there."
Think about the mental gymnastics. Like every day, Cam's probably waking up like, "All right, there's no way after playing 6 guys last night, I'm not playing tonight." Like,
No,
I'm
I
going-
don't.
like,
I don't
gotta
think it's
get
just
ready.
Tibbs though. I don't think it's just Tibbs. I think it was like, this is the role we have for you. Are you cool with that? You're not cool with that, obviously. So, like, you're done here then, because I'm not giving. Like, you're not getting a bigger role than this. You have to earn a bigger role. If you're not cool with just this role right now, you're not going to get a chance to earn a bigger role. So you can get and Tibbs talks about this all the time, like to his defense or credit or whatever the fuck. But like he always says, like, hey, look, everybody has a role. Like if you're not playing, you got to practice hard to help the guys that are playing. He's like big on this shit, right? Like he never bitched it. Like Frank and Knox, like they didn't play a lot, but he did throw them in random times, right? Like when random situations. But they never bitched about their roles. They didn't ask for more. They didn't, or at least they didn't threaten, oh, I got to get the fuck out of here. I think Cam was like, go back and watch that Dallas game. That was the last time he played. That looked like a guy that was definitely reverting to all of the worst tendencies of his career.
he's a hooper, not a basketball player.
He's a guy. And I don't think this is a Tibbs decision or just a Tibbs decision. I think this is like a Tibbs and a Leon, and let's talk to his clutch agent, who's probably not Rich Paul, because Rich Paul doesn't give a shit about low end
Couldn't care
clients he has. Yeah, no care about these guys. Whoever it was, and okay, we'll try to move you, but you're not playing because we don't want you to get hurt, and you don't want to get hurt, so we'll talk later. And that's what I think happened. I don't think it was like Tibbs just being like, "You're not going to play," because he told. I mean, he didn't. He probably never even told. He probably never even.
Whoa. Josh Hart dapped up and hugged all his teammates and left the arena right before tip-off.
Interesting.
Hashtag he down.
Wow, I can't believe he got traded to China.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They can do that.
It was a
Yes,
three-team deal
not normally
involving
against the
Daryl Morey.
rules, but
Yeah,
I think you got to just like approve it.
We're witnessing the start of the Knicks only go for Villanova players agenda right now.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
was just gonna say that like last thing was like Evan was out of the rotation, Derrick Rose out of the rotation. When he needed those guys, he gave them some minutes, right? Like, okay, I need you to buy me some minutes. He never went to camp. So that's the difference to me. Like clearly there's something there. And I don't think it's a personal thing. I think it's you would not buy into this role, and therefore you are dead to me, and your agent wants you to leave. So that's what it is. Like I'm
I mean,
fine.
that is kind of personal, even if it's
It's
based
not.
on
It's
business.
not. I don't think it's personal. I think that's purely business. I think that's purely like,
I think it's personal to Cam.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
his fucking problem. He's emotional about it.
I'm
yeah.
just saying it's definitely personal to him.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
fine.
talking more about the "you're dead to me" part. You're dead to me. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's Tibbs.
because that's Tibbs. Like that's how he views it. Is like this is a team, and you accept the role I give you. That's not. I'm not saying that's right. I'm not saying that's right because I think the way he handled the same situation with Kemba last year was shitty, and I think like Begley reported on this then, right? That like there was locker room issues caused by it. He hinted at it. Notice that not shit has come out about the Cam thing. Doesn't seem to be causing anything in the locker room. Probably because all these guys are like, bro, like Obi's probably sitting there like, bro, you're bitching to me about having your minutes like yanked around. Get the fuck out of my face. Like I was the 8th overall pick, and
Tibbs
I don't get to
also-
play like more than 10 minutes a night. Get the fuck out of here.
Tim saved Cam's career too. That's the wild thing. You're just like, oh, here's your role now, Cam. Like you have a role in this league because he was playing well too. He's like, nah, I gotta take my step back middies, and it's like
I'm Paul George.
no.
You don't get it.
Like, no, man, just take your open 3-pointers, drive when they close out, and play defense, and you will be in the league forever. You'd be getting what 3 protected picks like OG Anunoby would be if you continued playing like Tibbs said. Like Tibbs saved you, and you're just like, nah, I'm good. Like, good job, Cam. You have me defending Tom Thibodeau.
You're sounding a little too pro Tibbs right now. I'm gonna need you to.
Oh
just-
yes, I was chunking.
1 minute.
How long of an extension are you signing Tibbs to, Drew? If you're one of those?
At
Am I
least,
still chunky?
at least 6 years. At least 6 years.
6 years. Okay.
You got to
That's
give
the
him
rule.
time to get his guys right.
I just want
This,
to know.
This is amazing.
2024
This
class
is
in Villanova.
amazing.
Zach, have you noticed the banner I put up yet, or no?
I did not. I literally just yawned. Listen, man, it's been a long day. All right.
Zach was sitting with his head.
Oh,
Wait, no way.
Alex, last
Alex, put
comment.
that up.
Oh, what? No, come on. No.
Julius is in one of the photos at Villanova. Cam is not. Ooh.
Not that
Go. So
No,
do we
the
have
one
to?
above that? The
We,
one above that, Alex.
we have to stay on until something is announced with Josh Hart.
From a
Wait,
camera.
are we just gonna ignore the fact that Colin got that whole thing wrong?
Jake Fisher. Apparently, Jake Fisher also just
What do
said
you
that
think?
the Knicks and Nuggets have had talks involving Cam and Bones in a 3-team deal.
Oh, wait.
Wow.
Josh Hart to the
No!
Knicks. Wait, whoa. Josh Hart to the
You
Knicks.
know that.
Josh Hart to the Knicks. It happened.
Oh yeah.
Woj just tweeted. Yeah,
Let's
seriously.
go.
No
The
way.
Knicks did something.
Yeah,
Let's
Woj
go!
just tweeted. Yes.
Yeah, we get to react to something.
This is pretty cool. Just in time.
Okay,
All right,
wait.
No,
where's
nothing
the,
else yet. We gotta wait.
It's for Obi.
Literally.
Watch it. It's gonna be for Obi.
Okay,
it's
Josh
not,
Hart
dude.
left the court, and Trailblazers are trading Josh Hart to the Knicks.
Wait, can you? I heard for Obi. Drew, can you imagine if there was another Instagram picture from Brunson's retirement ceremony and Obi's just not in it anymore?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
He left.
Interesting.
Sorry, Obi, you can't stay here.
Oh,
with the rest
dude,
of the
I
team.
get. They probably want fucking Bones. They love combo guards.
Oh, that's the 3-team deal. Yeah, maybe.
Boom. Josh Hart, Cam Reddish, Bones Highland.
We should,
Is that-
Colin, quick,
that probably-
tweet out
No,
that we
no,
have
no.
live
Don't say
reactions.
boom
Colin's
if
just
it didn't
saying
happen.
It's not. That's not the tweet.
Hold on. I need to tweet that we're doing this so
Shams
people know to
is
tune in
definitely
for
trying to get-
live reaction.
Shams is
just
definitely
wanna
trying to
note
get the
that I
full deal
tweeted.
before he tweets because Woj doesn't have it yet.
I'm blocked by Woj. I can't even see his fucking tweets. This
think-
What if
motherfucker
I'm
blocked
lying
me like
all of
Woj is in the
ago.
closet right now watching all the deals going on right now and signing.
I tweeted from the Strickland account at 9:56 that Josh Hart was a Knick. Woj tweeted at 9:59. I just
No,
wanted
that's
to.
pretty good.
Ooh.
That's pretty good.
Wow.
I think you scooped him. I think
I
you scooped
scooped
him.
him. Like, damn, he really fell off.
All right. Okay. I think I'm taking your job for a sec, Alex. Let's real
Let's
quick.
go to the next question. This is from
Oh,
the Discord.
all right.
I don't
guess
have
you're
it.
taking my job from you.
We already got a Villanova mention.
What do we think the return is? What do we think's happening here?
It's
Cam Reddish.
Cam Reddish. And some
you think it's just
second
Cam?
round pick or something like
And
that.
some second round picks, yeah.
We
Obi
need new
Toppin.
nicknames because now we have two hearts. So that's a problem.
Well, if
They
we
just
want
call
to
them two hearts now. Just call them
Hart
two
and
hearts.
Stein.
Oh yeah,
Just
I
know-
guess we could start. No, that's a lot of.
Oh my
syllables.
God! What if James was right with the heart? James scooped it with the Hart and Stein thing.
I
Robbie
just don't even-
2K
I
always
still
knows.
don't
I always tell you
understand.
guys that.
Who was Stein in that scenario? I know it's like Hartenstein is Stein.
I
Is
think
Stein
it's
in that
Franken.
scenario, but
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
I hate
if Woj is like, I
We
had bad
both had
intel.
scored.
and it's
I hate
not.
having to wait for the details. This is so annoying.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, it's
Leon
taking too
Rose
long.
did a thing. How about
It's
that?
taking too long.
I
Can
always-
we answer
Leon
our
Rose did-
question that was, what if the Knicks don't do anything now?
Does this mean that? Yeah, let's do that question right now.
I'm sweating.
What if the Knicks don't do anything as news is breaking? Yeah. Can Woj hurry the fuck up though?
I think we're gonna get
Yeah,
the
the beach
Shams tweet
dance.
with
You have
the
to
whole deal.
respect
Shams isn't tweeting until he has the deal.
You
And Woj
You have
is
to, yeah. Woj had to get one. You have to respect.
Woj
it.
is too busy trying to find someone's water to carry to
What
the
if
rest
what
of
if RJ is actually going to the Suns right now?
All right, here, quick. This is one we can answer that's only good for this particular moment. What's the worst the Knicks could do to get Hart right now?
There's a lot.
quickly?
Quickly. Oh my God. That
Yeah,
would.
God.
How can you imagine the rest of this pod would be so depressing if
We would literally just shut it off right now. We'd be like, well, that's it.
Yep, that's it.
No,
Sorry,
I
guys.
would,
The live reaction
would-
is over.
I would not shut it off.
No, we would Sopranos it
It's
Or
just
do we
cut
do we
to
like
black right
do we
there.
become a Blazers pod in
right
real time?
now.
Yes.
Can you imagine? It was like,
Yeah, we
it was like-
reimagine the Strickland in real time.
can you imagine? It's like
I
we go
always
like
thought Damian Lillard was the best point guard in the league.
Oh, hold on.
That's crazy.
I think-
Apparently, Fisher has some details.
Ooh.
Says Cam and
Cam
iHeart.
and iHeart. Oh, sick. So we
iHeart.
don't.
I would not like that actually.
I love
Well,
it.
no, because Sims will take the minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't like that,
Can
though.
take those backup minutes. That's fine.
So we're not going to
So
have a
is-
center?
Is Obi
Well, when
starting
Mitch
with
gets
Randall
back,
at center?
you do.
That's
Is
right.
that what-
Obi started. We're finally
Can
getting
you
it, guys.
that would be
And if they're
crazy.
holding on to Obi, then this forces
That
Tibbs to
does
play
something.
small for like a
Well, that's what I'm
week.
saying. Like if they trade Hartenstein until Mitch is back,
It's Obi
and
time.
Randall
baby.
playing together. That's like there's
Obi
no
and
other
Randall
option.
time.
Ooh,
Yeah,
my
it's amazing.
4-0 predictions looking
Or like
pretty good
I don't know.
right
Tibbs
now.
gonna bring
Wait, isn't
in
that
like
too much money though?
Okay, it's what okay. He said it may not be who did not report this as solid information.
Yeah.
Heard from someone it may be Hartenstein and Reddish. It may be.
Okay, so
Yeah.
non-committal, big hedge.
Let's wait. Let's wait.
Okay,
Yeah, let's
here we
do
go.
it.
Guys, let's wait. Let's not say anything for the rest of this live cast.
Cam Reddish
We'll
in a
just stare
protected
into the
first.
camera.
Cam Reddish in a protected first.
Protected first. Okay.
Mm.
I don't like
Uh,
that.
Be a wise.
Which pick is it? First of all, first feels like a lot.
Well, this means it has to either be the Dallas pick, the Washington pick, the Detroit pick, or the Milwaukee pick.
better not be
Hopefully it's
the
a
Dallas
Unless
pick.
it's their own pick that they protected.
Dallas
which
pick.
I
be-
would not. I wouldn't. No, they're not. There's no way they protected their own.
That would be
pick for
stupid.
Josh
That would
Yeah.
be ridiculous. Yeah, why would they do that?
Josh Hart's not
I
good.
don't love it for a protected first. I'll say that.
Yeah,
They could
I don't
go
know
off.
if Hart's
I guess-
quite that good to me.
What if they like? What if it's like a really heavily protected first?
I mean, you are also adding a rotation player, but
Yeah,
he's a free agent. Is the thing? It's not the player. It's he's a free agent.
It depends on.
Okay, so-
Knicks would need to add another contract to reported Hart trade. I'm seeing so probably Svi or Archie Diacono. It'll be Svi. There's no way it's gonna be Archie Diacono.
It can't
No,
be
they
RJ.
got to keep the
No,
Villanova.
you're
Yeah.
gonna split up the Villanova guys. Just
We're
so
a
you
Villanova pipeline. We don't do that.
I just need RJ for McHale tomorrow, and it'll be perfect.
Hey, wait. Fun fact: he was also traded on February 8th last year. February 8th,
Hart was?
not his day.
Or maybe
or
it is his
yesterday's
day.
day.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
Oh, look, I just saw. I'm not going to say who tweeted it, but like first reply under Woj. So we turned Knox and 2 firsts into Hart. Like, oh yeah, that's like as if that first that they traded for
Yeah,
Cam
I
Reddish
mean,
last
who
year
thinks
was
It's also
an
like,
actual
okay,
first.
It's
It
also
was-
like, okay, they fucked up. They fucked up.
Yeah.
They fucked up. So,
But
at
also
that, point,
that pick last year was top 18 protected for like 3 years and then just turned into like a second round pick. Like that's going to be a second round pick. The Hornets are not going to be that good
unless
to
they get
be.
Wemby.
Yeah, but even then,
it.
I don't think they would be. Not for that many years. Like they're still going to be a lotto team for a few years. Like
Let me look up. The
that's such a
exact protection
disingenuous
data.
way of framing it. It's essentially
Okay, so the pick that they traded was so it's with San Antonio now. 1 to 16 this year. It's lottery protected the next 2 years.
Yeah.
After this, yeah,
And
they're
then
probably
what
going to be a
is it
lottery team.
after?
yeah.
It become 2 seconds after that or something like that.
Yeah.
Wait, who has that, Shwin? I'm not seeing it.
I'm on an real GM.
Oh, okay.
No, that pick is not the one that the Knicks just
Oh,
traded. I'm talking about the
okay.
one they traded for Cam
Oh.
last year.
Got it. Sorry. Okay, I misunderstood
God, keep
what
up.
you were saying.
I can't believe
I'm
Portland traded-
I'm
refreshing
really
Twitter
excited to
over.
hear. I'm really excited to find out which pick we traded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we need to know that before we can really comment.
I
on
mean,
this.
even,
No, I'm fine. I can say this is a win.
I hope it's the Dallas pick this year, if I'm being completely honest.
I don't.
Really?
I want 2 firsts in this draft.
I mean,
yeah. Also,
Yeah,
you never
okay.
know. Like Luka gets injured and Kyrie loses his mind, and all of a sudden,
It's
mean,
pretty.
Yeah, but it's top 10.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Kyrie already
think,
lost
like-
his mind. He's gone. He is.
I was gonna say, is that an if Zach with Kyrie?
Yeah,
losing his
well,
mind? Like,
exactly,
that's not
right?
it.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry.
I take it back. Never mind. I hope it's
Wizards pick.
I kind of hope it's the Wizards one or
Well,
the
but
Bucks.
not because
Honestly,
they-
I
want
think
to
it's
keep that Bucks
the
pick.
Wizards one. The Wizards one is weird. I think they might just keep sucking, and that's what I'm worried
Yeah.
about. Like they might just keep treading down, and at some point, Beal is just going to be like, "Okay, I wanted to stay here, but this is actually so bad that I need you to trade me now," and they'll just
Right.
suck a lot.
Right.
Beal, I don't think Beal's going to do that. I think Beal is perfectly fine making all that money living in Washington D.C.
That's a vibe. I respect it.
Like I would be 100% Bradley Beal. I'd be like, that's fine, man. I'll
Yeah,
trade DC
yeah,
with
exactly.
all that money.
Like, you know what? I'm not gonna try.
I'm good, man. I'm
hilarious.
good.
Did you say
Hart-
$50 million?
Josh Hart literally just tweeted today. Congrats to Jalen Brunson, saying it was great sharing the floor with you for his jersey retirement.
So
So
I
wait,
mean, he
does
might
this mean
very
Jalen
well
Brunson's
resign.
going
There
the other
may
way?
very well be a assurance that he's going to resign here also, given the connections, right? Like obviously they can't say that, but
I feel pretty comfortable about that. Yeah.
yeah. That I mean,
Hart, by the way, he'll be good for us in terms of pushing pace because he's a
100%.
grab and go guy.
100%.
yeah,
Good at that.
he's a good player. He's
I
solid.
think, I think quickly are going to play some good minutes.
Yeah.
who is
I'm
it
gonna
in
fucking
Discord
have
that,
like
abs-
massive erection every minute that Quickly and Hart play together. Just want you
who's
to
it
know
in
that.
Discord that's in love with Hart? Is it Omar?
Yeah, it's Omar.
Yes.
Yeah. I can't wait to see.
Nobody
I mean,
tell him. Just
Omar's freaking out right now. Definitely Omar.
Omar doesn't know. He's at the gym.
He's-
bro.
Oh
No, he's in Discord, Colin.
No, he's in there.
He's like
Omar
that
needs
James.
to get in.
He said we extend him tonight.
He's like the James McElroy meme. Just like. But this is
So-
fine. This is honestly, this is good for. I think this is actually good for Deuce. You go back to being situational. He comes in when somebody will get hurt again. It always happens. We always act like, oh my god, this means he's out of. Like we did this with Sims, right? Sims is not going to play. He's not going to play. What is? How many minutes? Sims has played a bunch of minutes this year now. He's got a bunch of starts under his belt. Like this always happens. Guys will get hurt. Deuce will still get some minutes. And I look at the end of the day, Deuce can't be so much of your priority that you pass up opportunities
Yeah.
to add talent and upgrade your roster. Like
You can't-
quickly's at that level. RJ is hopefully at that level soon again. RJ's at that level. Grimes at that level. Like Mitch has been at that level. Like these are guys that you value differently. Deuce is not established at that level. He has to get there. And he still has time. But for the right here and now, you're trying to get into the fucking playoffs. Yeah, I'm fine with this. I'm good with this. I don't think you risked a lot. We'll see what I think it's a bit of an overpay, if I'm going to be honest. But I don't hate the logic of it. Like I get the logic of it. I just like Hart as a player, so I kind of don't give a shit.
Does it worry you guys at all that Hart is having his worst year from 3 this year?
No.
And that's sort of like what the Knicks like if we already talked about the Knicks have a top 10 offense, but
shooting terribly.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's so random. The shooting it's so inherently small sample that it's just like I don't really care. He has a body of work. What's he shooting for his career?
He's
like
a 34% guy. So he's an okay
That's
guy.
not as high as I thought. Is that on high volume?
Better than Cam.
No. 3.9.
he had good volume at
Yeah.
times. Yeah, this year not so much.
He's become like a real heavy slasher the last few years.
Right.
Guys, he's back with Brunson. He's back with Brunson. That's the most important thing.
And you know what? If we're gonna judge the biggest trends, as we all know, he has posted the best on-court and on-off net rating of his career. We win.
That's right. That's a plus. That is a plus minus plus right there for you guys.
He's a plus minus plus, Mike.
By the way, only 27. No, I mean only. He's in. He's not old, right?
Omar says Hart's going to play small ball 5.
He can.
Okay, going back to the first round pick they traded. What about that Pistons pick? I mean, the Pistons might just be bad for long enough that it's going to turn into a second rounder in 27.
They're so bad that they will be good at some point. Like
I would
bet
more 4 years from it. It's only 4 more years before it turns into a second rounder.
They're good, but Cade hasn't played at all, right?
True.
This year. I think Ivy cannot be worse than he was this year. He will be better. I thought he was going to suck as a rookie, which is kind of the reason why I was a little bit I was not sure why the Knicks what picks they were giving up to maybe go get him. So I think Ivy will be better. I'm not that worried about him long term. I just think he has the type of game that will absolutely suck and nuke you as a team as a rookie. Duran will be better. Rookie centers, they can be talented as fuck. We saw this with Mitch.
Yeah.
He's shown me enough that I buy him being a starting center, but right now he's a bad starting center. That's fine. They have a bunch of guys that I understand they're bad now. I fully expect them to be better. They're going to suck this year. This year's draft is supposed to be really good. I think if they get a good wing piece, they're in business. But I would rather give up the Washington pick, to be honest. I don't like the Washington pick. That's the one pick I'm I want to keep both our first this year because I think we skipped out on the draft last year, right? I think getting 2 nice low cost control guys in a draft that Prez keeps telling me is amazing. That makes sense for us. They don't need to come in and play right away, but we know that we've shown that at least that we're good at developing guys behind the scenes, getting them ready. And then you have all your picks moving forward, and you still have 1 more protected first from another team, or 2 more from another team. I would much rather do that.
So among the 4 protected picks, the picks are the Bucks 2025, Wizards this year technically, Pistons technically this year, Mavs this year will definitely convey. So in order, I would most want to trade the Wizards pick. I agree. Then probably the Bucks pick, and then the Pistons pick, and I don't want to trade the Mavs pick.
Yeah.
I want to keep the Bucks pick. That's my hot take.
I would like to, but I'd rather. I think to your point, you convinced me. I'd rather keep the Pistons pick than the Bucks pick.
But the Wizards pick is also the most protected, I think, if I'm remembering correctly.
No, the Wizards pick
pretty highly.
I have it. Wizards pick is
it's 16 or something. 18, 16, 14, something like that.
Wizards pick is this year 14, next year 12, 2025 10, 26 8, and then it becomes a second round pick and 2 second round picks after 26.
Right.
Yeah, that's the only thing with the Detroit one versus the Washington one. I think Washington's turns into 2 second round picks, whereas Detroit turns into 1. Yeah.
Actually, yes. No, you're right, Alex. Yeah, 1 second round pick. Yeah.
Yeah, get owned, loser.
Yeah.
Don't question my energy ever again.
Well, no, I was reading the wrong part of it.
Oh, yeah, I was reading the wrong thing. All right.
I think
that.
so. The Washington one, I still like the. I don't know, man. The Bucks one, I get it. Giannis is Giannis, monster, but 2025, Giannis might still be Giannis. Is Drew still going to be Drew? Is
Right.
Middleton still going to be Middleton? Is Brook still going to be Brook? How do they
Well,
replace
also,
those
like,
guys?
if
No, I'm
Giannis
still
gets
debating.
Yeah,
Giannis
Giannis
gets
is
hurt.
injured. Yeah.
like
Good.
I would want to keep that. I want to keep that pick. I think that's like low key. I'm not saying it's like a high upside pick, but I'd rather bet on the upside of that than that fucking Washington pick.
I
Yeah,
think,
I
except
agree.
for the Washington pick, they're all pretty valuable. All the other three are all pretty valuable picks.
So
relatively speaking.
a good question here from the YouTube comments. So Hart has a player option, and we gave up a protected first to get him. What are we doing if he opts out and walks?
I would
He's not.
assume
He's not.
they made this trade with some decent amount of income.
Yeah, some sort of something in pocket. No,
Leon was literally his. I'm looking this up just to confirm it, but I'm pretty sure Leon Rose was his agent.
It's not happening. He's not walking. It's not happening.
Can they extend him? No, he has an option, right? They
They'll extend him in the offseason when he
Who's got
opts
Yeah,
Jeremy
out.
exactly. So he has to opt out. What's
Yeah,
the
Yeah, okay. Leon Rose was literally his fucking agent, bro.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And-
Let's go.
And he has the same agent, like Aaron Mintz is his current agent. That's the same agent that Julius Randle has.
Ooh.
Like he's CAA. It's fine. We're good.
They won two. He and Brunson won 2 college.
He's La
titles.
Familia, baby. We're
Like
good.
they're both from the Philly
We're good.
area. Like
good.
it's not happening. He's not walking.
Look, but I think let's play it out. He walks away.
Jeremy Cohen is tweeting that the math is not adding up.
Yeah,
Guys,
Yeah, they need to have someone else
Man,
into the deal.
man, shut up, nerd.
It can't just be Cam for.
yeah. It'll be like
Um,
Svi or we already
yeah,
talked about
it'll
this.
just be Svi.
Yeah.
It'll just be Svi. That's it.
Anyway, if theoretically he did walk away, you do nothing. Like that's it. You take that risk. I mean, I'm sure they know he's going to resign, but like that's a risk you take when you trade for.
He'd probably go to some contender too, and you could work a sign and trade or something.
Yeah, but like I just my point is like it's not the end of the world. Like okay, so you lost the Wizards pick.
Yeah, I mean,
for nothing.
it's bad. It would be bad because it's like you've traded one for Cam, and then you traded Cam another one for him.
I mean,
I get that.
It'd be pretty annoying if you take a $10 bill out of your pocket and you burn it right in front of you, and then you go, "No big deal. It's just a $10 bill." Like,
I don't know. I can't bring myself to care.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. It would annoy me. That would be annoying to answer Kevin's question. Like,
It's not happening. Like
It's not
I
happening.
think
I don't think it's gonna happen though. Yeah.
How long do we keep the emoji? Let's get down to business here.
Dude, how
Cam emoji?
have they not had all
Brass
the fucking
tacks.
Shams had all the details within like
This
3
is
minutes?
wild. It's been a full 20 minutes since Woj tweeted out the trade.
Because
I'm told that if we
Leon
can
moves
trade-
in silence like lasagna. You know.
If we trade Jalen Duren, then it's done. That's what that's just coming in right now. Just making. Yep. Okay.
Let's see. We got some valuable insight piling in from all the beat writers right now. Can someone peel off the free Cam flyers outside of MSG? The Hart and Hartenstein stuff is going to be wildly confusing. All very good stuff to know.
Great take, guys. That's grade A content right there. Hartenstein's going to be confusing. Send that. to
Although Ian Begley, funny enough, did say that the Knicks had been in touch with Detroit this evening on a possible Reddish deal prior to the agreement with Portland. So maybe the Duren thing was the last thing holding this up.
I wonder because none of the full details have come out. I wonder if there's a third team involved in this.
I think this is the Bones deal.
That's what
I
I
mean,
think.
it could be. Yeah.
That's what I think.
Where does Bones go then?
Not to the
Also
Knicks.
to the
Colin knew
Knicks.
it. Colin knew.
I could see
That would be really
Nuggets
very funny.
getting. I could see the Nuggets getting Reddish and getting a second round pick or something for somebody, and Portland getting the first round pick and them getting Bones.
I'm not
I
trying
can
to
see
be
that.
that guy, but I just don't notice this. Sorry, trying to align myself here. Why would Portland do that? I just don't understand why they would trade for Cam Reddish. It just doesn't make sense to me.
I think he fits the profile player that they're attracted to.
I think he's a restricted. What is he? Damn, I can't do this.
Restricted free agent, yes.
He's a restricted free agent. That doesn't matter. Kyrie Irving just made a 3. 21-8. The Mavericks are up right now.
Man, this is riveting right now.
I would like to be riveted by
Your mom?
that too, but no, mostly by just what the hell the actual details are here.
Yeah, I hate when this happens, and like it's like we can't really judge anything until we know exactly what actually.
I'm judging it right now, guys. It's a home run. It's a win.
Well, okay,
it's
so
gonna be
what
fun.
if? What if
Oh my God! What? It's 10 first-round picks. Drew, your reaction?
Win.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
La Familia. That's it. La Familia.
I mean, if you get Hart for 4 for 60 in the offseason,
How old is Hart? Hart's 26?
27. 27.
27.
Yeah.
So you're like, yeah, I mean, I give him, I wouldn't go 4 years.
We got the Jalen Brunson live reaction.
Shut up. Stop saying, I don't want to hear about that. I want to hear about the fucking picks. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah, that was really. I thought we were about to get the.
Yeah. Oh, shut up.
Let's listen to some tunes again.
Uh-oh. He's celebrating like crazy.
I feel like this is very like Gorillas. Like, yeah.
Oh no, this was I definitely heard this in a porno video from the 2000s. That was definitely in a
Svi, all right, Svi, it's Svi.
It was definitely in a Peter.
Shut up! Svi is going to Portland.
There we go.
No, that's upsetting.
Why is that upsetting?
Brother Svi.
I thought Svi should have got more minutes, man. He was good.
I always looked at him as a Villanova player.
I need my man to chuck shots.
Don't do this. This is Shred all over again.
It's a loss now.
Who do the Knicks filled that roster spot with now? No more Svi. Free Svi is done.
So we have a free roster spot.
Yeah.
Is he alive?
Melo's coming back.
Let's bring back Ferran Hunt.
Can you imagine the brings Melo back?
Bring Melo back.
Oh, Melo would be amazing.
Yeah.
That would be kind of hilarious. What if it's didn't someone was just asking about Alondas Williams the other day? Didn't he get he got dropped or something? That could be a fun.
Wait, sorry, did you say Alonzo Trier?
Yeah, Alonzo Trier. Yeah,
that's who it's going to be. Yeah,
that's exactly what I said. Yeah,
I heard Alon, and that's it.
Alondas.
I mean, the thing is, like, I wouldn't be surprised if there was someone out there being like, "Man, Nick's got to bring back Alonzo Trier for this spot."
Oh, there absolutely are.
Ball Don't Stop has already tweeted that actually.
Yeah, hold on, wait.
And then got retweeted by MGrads.
Trier right now. Hold on.
MGrads right now is like, by the way, Trier's still better than Luka.
Where is Trier right now?
Where is he playing right now?
Yeah, I wonder where he is.
I think he's playing in Iran.
Really?
Is that for real?
Try playing like Belarus or something.
He should be playing for the Shanghai Sharks, honestly. His game was made for China.
That I agree
I've
with.
never heard that to describe anybody ever. That's
Quincy
incredible.
Doobie scored 100 points in China. So,
Colin,
I mean,
how did you leave out the fact that Brunson very visibly in the video says "no way"? That's like, I mean,
Because Shwin wouldn't let me talk, and then you got to put Gorillas music.
You didn't need to talk after your insensitive nonsense.
You should have. The problem is you came in too hot. You should have been like, "Here's an unimportant thing I'm about to tell you all about."
Oh God! We got the
Never
Jalen
come
Brunson
into
live
hot in
reaction.
my entire life.
So yeah, the video of Brunson, like somebody said off camera, says to him, "Nick's just traded for Hart," and he literally turns around and goes, "No way!" It's pretty funny. It's cute.
He raised his hands. He's like,
Yeah.
"Let's go."
Tell you, those Nova guys, they love each other.
How
and
much?
they said Steve's going the other way, and he goes, "No, forget it." Not.
then he goes, cancel the trade right
Yeah,
now.
I don't want Hart.
If this team doesn't have
Steve.
Svi, it's like reaching in and pulling the heart out of the Knicks.
He said, "Get that man RJ out of here."
Oh my
He's
God.
probably thinking that right now. The way RJ's been playing.
RJ's like 10 feet away.
It's like, wait, RJ wasn't in the deal? Oh man. RJ's like right behind him, like
Not show friends.
He's
show
texting
brothers.
McHale right now, being like, "Yo, could you try to force your way to New York and get RJ? Make that deal."
Reggie Bullock is trying to hear that I'm coming home.
Yo, he has 15 on 5 threes.
He's
in the
5
first
for
quarter.
5.
It's
Yeah.
just ridiculous. Woo, Reggie. Good for him, I guess.
Man, I really just tell us what the first round pick
Yeah,
is.
I
This
don't.
is crazy.
You can't, how
literally
how
if
is
we
it
get that
every,
news, we can like log off for the day.
I know. So I'm just like, we're just sitting here waiting for this.
How is it possible that every single Knicks trade takes like 7 years to get fucking
Yeah,
reported?
it's crazy.
And every other team, it's like, oh yeah, this happened, and now here are the exact protections on all the 15 picks involved. Like what? Why?
Because no
Didn't
one
it take,
talks
like-
to anyone.
Wait, the famous Jalen Duren trade, didn't it take like 3 days for us to get all the protections?
It
on
was
those
so
picks?
no. That literally took like an hour and a half in real time, and in the meantime, they were just reporting it like, oh my god, the Knicks traded 11th pick just to dump the salary, and then it's like
That's
oh,
right, because we had that whole hour
Yeah.
where everyone was like, "Oh, they must have traded a bunch of they got nothing. They got nothing."
They got they didn't get anything back. This is, and I was like, I was having Isaiah Thomas flashbacks. I was like, this is the worst day of my life. I believed in this front office, and they betrayed me.
This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
Okay, it's not final. Begley just tweeted out.
Yeah,
it's been discussed as a 3-team trade.
Yeah, which is fine, but we should know what we're giving up because
I mean, I guess the problem is like it might be fluid, so nobody knows.
No. You can't. How could the Knicks be like, we agree to this deal? Because what they've agreed to should already be done. Oh, Archie's gone too. Archie's gone. Archie's gone in the deal too.
They tried to expand.
Don't do that.
Archie's gone in the deal too, according to Woj.
Oh no!
No, I don't like
That's
this
so
trade.
mean.
No, I don't like this trade.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm against this trade. I
don't care.
No.
I'm sorry.
No.
One of Ryan or Speed.
Obviously, it doesn't matter. It is a little fucked up. That's pretty funny.
It is
Yeah,
unacceptable.
Ryan, I have some bad news.
Well, it's also like,
Sorry, buddy.
Ryan, you're getting traded, and also you're probably unemployed now.
Yeah.
But he's a millionaire. It's okay. He'll be fine.
Wait, what if he's just going to come back into the open roster spot?
You can't.
You can't.
It's a
Big Z.
It's
The Big Z
amazing.
rule.
It's amazing that like every Knicks, like why we're getting every single detail of this trade separate.
Except for the first round pick. I truly don't care that.
But it's all separate.
Are going.
It's all separate. It's like, oh, Josh Hart's getting traded to the Knicks. Oh, Cam Reddish is going to the Blazers. Oh, protected first round pick is going to the Blazers.
Yeah.
Oh, Svi is going to the Blazers. Oh, Arch, can you just fucking tell us how do you only get like these individual pieces?
Well, isn't this literally what happened with the Duren trade? Like
Yes.
it was like they got one first round pick. Oh wait, they got another first round pick. Oh wait, they got another first round pick. It was so weird.
Yeah.
I do wonder with Ian saying that they are talking about it as a potential 3-team trade. Maybe they have a couple frameworks where they're like, okay, if we get another team involved, we'll send you this pick or whatever. But like, if we don't, like, I don't know, maybe there's something else involved there.
Yeah, because you could do like, we'll give you, you get the Pistons pick if we can't find a third team, and you get the Wizards pick if we can. Whatever,
something like that. Like,
Okay,
and then
Knicks are sending the Blazers a lottery protected 2023 first round pick that turns into 4 future seconds if not conveyed.
Ugh.
Well, I mean,
wait, so that essentially means they just traded 4 seconds. There's no way that it's only protected for this year.
No, it's lottery protected.
Lottery, so that it's
but
not.
it's their pick. It's not going to be in the lottery. They're giving up. They're giving up their
That's
own
what I'm
first round
saying.
pick.
So they essentially just traded 4 seconds.
No, they didn't.
No, it is going to convey.
It's going to convey.
Yeah.
It's the.
Oh, never mind. Sorry. Yeah. Never mind. Sorry.
It's a lot. It's a lot for.
That's actually. That's too much.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, I totally mixed that back. Sorry, we've been streaming for like 2.5 hours. But
the Knicks pick this year is I don't like that.
Our pick.
Yeah, it's our pick.
So now, do we want the play-in?
Okay, so hold on. They have some bullshit seconds here. So they have like a second from. They have this Utah 2024 second round draft pick from Utah or Cleveland, most favorable, which is like all kinds of weird stuff going on. They got a 2024 second round draft pick from Miami, which is it's protected for selections 31 to 50 and 56 to 60. So who cares?
Who does these protections?
They have the Brooklyn second round pick in 2025 and they have the Detroit second round pick in 2025. I would bet money those are the second round picks that are all going.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care about what second round picks they are at this point. It's going to convey. I mean, Tyrese just pointed out in the comments that like they probably weren't taking 2 guys anyway, which is true. But just
you could trade up.
Yeah,
if like you have ammo to trade up.
Yeah. I mean, because the Mavs pick is going to be like right in the same range as the Knicks pick.
Right. Exactly. So maybe you could combo, and even if you move up 1 or 2 spots, like we were talking about before with that Presti deal, that's something.
Or just trade the fucking Mavs pick. Like, why wouldn't they trade the Mavs pick?
Yeah,
if they're going to do that.
I'm a little
Because the Mavs pick, they probably couldn't write in. It was probably like Blazers were like, we want. They paid effectively to get this done with this year.
I guess because it does convert to seconds immediately.
Yeah, because if Dallas for some reason missed the playoffs, then that pick doesn't convey.
Right.
Like,
but I just don't understand why wouldn't you just sign Hart as a free agent in the summer, right? Like that's what I don't understand.
I think it's a useful guy to bring in.
Well,
Sorry, Zach. Go ahead.
No, you're good. What's up?
I was going to say I think it's a useful guy to bring in for the rest of the year, but like I agree. If or just wait until fucking 2:45 tomorrow to see if you can convince them to take something less. Like I just don't. It's not a big deal in the long run because it's gonna it's okay. So it's gonna be like the 19th pick or whatever,
right.
And it's gonna convey and like so fine. They'll pick 20 instead with the Mavs pick. But like I just don't. The optics I feel like are not great in my mind.
Yeah.
So everybody on the timeline is confused. The pick is going to convey or the pick is not going to convey?
The pick will convey.
The pick will convey.
The pick will.
I mean, they have to
most
miss the
definitely
playoffs for it to not convey.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So now is the best case scenario this year that the Knicks make the 7th seed and then lose it twice in the play.
So Dubin. No, I don't want to miss the playoffs. Dubin just tweeted out, and this might be true. It could be the Wizards pick. Woj didn't actually say, like theoretically, right? It could be the Wizards pick, and if the Wizards pick doesn't convey this year, they give them you can do that. They can say if you don't get the Wizards pick this year, we give you 4 seconds instead. So I guess we don't know for sure
that would
the
be
Knicks pick.
way different.
That would be way better. That'd be way better.
Oh God, if this is a draft trade again, this is
this means
thing.
We now have to wait for another fucking drip of information.
Dude,
we all assumed Woj meant the Knicks pick, but he didn't actually say the Knicks pick.
This fucking clown, he's probably doing it on purpose too. You
Yeah.
know he's doing this shit on purpose. Come on.
Leon Rose is doing this on purpose. He's
I need
intentionally
the Water Herring tweet.
like a little morsel every couple minutes. Like, here, Woj, you want some more? You want a little more? Come here, buddy. Come on, stand. Come on, buddy. Do it. Roll over. Do a trick.
I need the Woj tweet Josh Hart is the exact kind of player Tom Thibodeau has been targeting to add to his rotation. This will lead to the Knicks being a real threat early in the playoffs. Like I need that.
Yeah, exactly.
That also means that we have all the info. He's not going to carry water until all the info's out there.
Yeah. All right.
This is so annoying.
Yeah, it is annoying.
Seriously.
Wow.
Okay. Well, I assume we're not going to.
Okay, so Michael Scotto has the most recent one. And this is what he says in it. Knicks are trading Cam Reddish, Svi, Arcidiacono, and a protected future first-round pick to the Blazers for Josh Hart. I would bet based on the 4 second-round picks, it's not ours, and it's one of the other teams. And it's probably one of the other teams that isn't likely to convey. So either Detroit, which will definitely not convey, or
The
Dallas. Or
Wizards.
But if that's the case, though, then they would just call it 4 second-round picks. Like if you think about it, like
added context, Sean Hyken, Blazers reporter, is saying that if he had to guess, they'll just use it to move Nurkic before tomorrow's deadline.
So the Wizards pick is protected lottery this year.
That's what I'm saying. So if you're trying to say like, okay, if it doesn't convey, then you get 4 seconds. Then no matter what, you're getting 4 seconds.
Well, the Wizards could make the playoffs.
They could.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. I mean,
they just have to make if they make the play-in, they're 2 wins away.
Yeah,
right. Like it's not impossible. They could.
Yeah.
Like Shwin said, they finished 10th. They have 2 good. Like Bradley Beal goes wild for 2 games.
I guess they're not as far away from the play-in as I.
And the thing is, they're pretty close. If you use Woj's exact language, a lottery protected 2023 first round pick that if it doesn't convey this year turns into 4 seconds. Like the Knicks can legally do that. They can say you get the Wizards pick, which is lottery protected, but if we don't get it this year, we will instead convey you 4 seconds because you're not gonna that it returns to the Knicks the Wizards protections if it doesn't convey this year.
Meanwhile, Mark Stein is so far behind that he's tweeting about John Wall and the Clippers right now.
Who cares about John Wall?
Did you see the video of Brunson finding out?
I didn't. I was told about it though.
Yeah, it's adorable.
I haven't watched it. Sitting here, doing this.
Zach, you know we've been
Please, you've been
talking
here
about
for
that
2.5 hours. I don't want to hear it.
Oh, dear God.
Give me a fucking break.
Do we want to answer some silly questions while we see if we can kill a few more minutes?
Are there any silly questions that we got?
Well, there were in the Discord. I didn't put them on the list, but we can pull them off the Discord.
Throw them in.
All right, let's get a silly question off the Discord.
One
Let's
sec.
go read the internet.
Okay, here we go. Our beloved Jerry Garcia on Discord, that's our beloved James. Is Mr. Dolan afraid of a dice roll?
Clearly not. He just
I don't
traded
think so.
a lottery protected first round pick for Josh Hart. Or something. Who's to
He's
say?
shooting dice right now in the back of a blues bar in Nashville, Tennessee.
What a weird place for him to be.
Except that's where Dolan always is.
I mean,
That's
maybe,
the-
yeah.
That's the real trick.
This next one is from our friend Comrade. So, Colin, maybe you should just read this out yourself.
He's not paying attention.
You don't know what it is.
I'm trying to promote the live stream. Forgive me.
Okay.
Let's
fair
listen
enough.
to Dance Pop in the background while we answer this question.
Okay, from at Comrade, who is our very own Colin, literally right here. If you were an NBA player, would you rather wear jersey number 69 or number 420, and why?
Who is that?
Oh, wait, actually, Colin, you can answer your own question. What would you wear
420.
and why?
I like the idea of 3 digits because that means it'll probably just like wrap around. So
Great. It's a really good answer.
again, just trying to do my job over here, promote the live stream.
Zachary, which jersey number would you wear?
69 because of plausible deniability. I can claim it has some, importance to my life, and they can't possibly prove I'm an immature baby. so that's an easy.
Yeah, 420 would be a little tougher.
Yeah, they're like, oh, this guy's a child. But when they say 69, they're like, Zach, you're a child. I'd be like, no, that was my grandma's age when she died. So
Or you could just be like, I was 6 years old
Oh,
when
Wait, why would you
Mark
put on your
Berman.
grandma's age
Mark
when she
Berman
died
has
as your
chimed
jersey
in.
number?
I don't know, bro. No one would ask any further questions. That's the thing. Everyone would just stop right there.
What happened to your grandma?
We've got the official Berman.
Yeah, at 69. What happened?
No, it's not real.
oh my god. All right, Berman has said something.
Josh Hart trade is all Tibbs. Removes a player he never liked in Cam Reddish for one he's long coveted.
Hell yeah.
See, I mean, that was basically the Woj water carrying tweet.
Oh my god.
Great to have our boy Berman on this.
Berman.
Douglas, which number would you wear?
That's a clown question, bro.
Okay.
What word was that?
Thanks, Marshawn. Ashwin?
Well, what am I answering to?
would you wear jersey 69 or jersey 420, and why?
420, because I feel like just wearing jersey 69 is so embarrassing.
Zach, you hear that?
420.
I have
I'm
sex,
proud.
everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody, I have sex because
It's
I
just,
wear
it just,
numbers.
yeah, it's like what, like I don't know. I just find that it's like, no, I not only do I 69, bro.
Wait,
That's
does
what I
anyone
did.
has anyone worn the number 69 in the NBA?
No,
I'm
but-
sure.
At some point they have
There's
to.
definitely someone in the 50s. Like George
Yeah.
Mikan
Alex,
definitely wore 69.
What would you pick while I look that up?
I'd wear 69. I don't give a fuck.
It
I-
hasn't been worn by anyone. It's banned by the NBA. You cannot wear.
Oh,
number
that's right. I
69.
read
Wait, is that for real?
No, it
That's
is.
what
I
Google
forgot.
said.
It is banned. Yeah.
Oh, then I'm definitely wearing number 69.
See, I was right.
Man, Adam Silver's NBA sucks, man.
It's not banned in baseball, I don't think.
It's probably
Or
that was
football.
probably a David Stern rule, actually. That was probably David
So
Stern. rule.
I would wear also 69 because 420, it just like it's 3 numbers would look stupid on the back of a jersey.
But you'd be the first one to do it.
I'd also be the first 69.
I guess you're just not a trailblazer.
No, well, I mean, literally.
I think he's
okay.
more of a piston.
Shwin, I don't know
So,
what you expected. I mean,
so people who have worn 69 in baseball, Goose Gossage and Billy Wagner.
Goose.
You mean Mets legend Billy Wagner?
Is that
Yeah.
it? 2 people
Yeah.
ever?
Wow. That's
There are
legend.
others. Those are just 2 of the like a lot of people have worn 69 because like in spring training, guys wear random ass numbers. Okay, here's another one. This is from Ronnie from Hell's Kitchen in the Discord. Scott Barnes, Matt Barnes, Celino and Barnes, or Barnes and Noble.
Celino and Barnes, obviously. Injury attorneys, 888-888.
Yeah, but they broke up. They broke
Barnes
up.
and Noble
Doesn't matter.
number
They
1.
live forever in my nightmares. with their
Celino and
new-
Barnes number 2. Well, who is the other one? That's not Scotty Barnes.
Matt Barnes.
Matt Barnes.
Matt Barnes number 3. Scotty Barnes number
You
4.
put Barnes and Noble number 1?
Yeah.
Way to invest in a dying industry. Injury attorneys will always be hip. All right.
Yeah, also
Bookstores
books are for
forever.
losers.
Yeah, books
Oh,
are for
you guys
losers.
didn't just hang out at Barnes and Nobles? Okay.
No.
Nerds.
Wait, no, they did. There's a comment in YouTube. They did break up. That's
Yeah,
not-
we know that already.
No, I'm pretty sure they broke up and then one of them died.
One of them died.
Yeah, I think it was Celino.
Well,
It
it's
was like
definitely no.
Yeah,
The
it was like in an
Celino,
airplane crash.
the Celino firm is a thing. So
So it
if
must
one
have
of them
been
died,
Barnes
it's
then.
Barnes.
Barnes must have died.
But they broke up before that. They definitely. There was like a viral article when it happened because
Yeah, no, they did break up. I remember
Yeah.
that.
Also,
I remember
Hart-
Deezus Samiro did like
Is
when they
that
were still
getting Cool Ranch
podcasting.
Doritos right now?
I think it's Popcorners.
Ooh, clutch if it's popcorners.
it is popcorners.
Yeah.
That's clutch. Right
I know
now.
that bag. I eat those all the time.
Have
Josh
you,
Hart
have
has
you guys
played
seen
all
the?
51 games this year, which is really nice.
Popcorners hit us up. Free
He's played all
advertising.
51 games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
good.
Tibbs guy.
Yep, they love guys who will play every game.
He's played-
He's only
played
averaging
33
like
minutes,
34
too.
minutes, but we'll work on it.
Yeah. We'll build that
Yeah,
up a
Tibbs
little
gonna
bit.
have him playing the full 48 for the rest of the season.
First 48.
All right, here's one from our friend Villain X. Will KD ever be satisfied?
Not until he's a
Sexually
Nick.
or in general.
Not
I
until
think.
there's
Did you say
technology.
sexually?
yeah. I was surprised by the complete lack of reaction. Like, I don't
Because
know why.
I'm
No,
like,
because you know,
Woj
I was
just posted-
considering it. Like, what if that's a thing? Like, what if
Damn,
that's one
Woj
of the things
posted
going
the
on?
article.
I could
There's
very
nothing in
well
it.
be the
I read it.
reason that all this is happening.
Literally nothing in it. Unbelievable.
All of his tweets in an article.
Yeah,
We're,
exactly.
we're
I mean,
probably
that's
not going to
usually-
know what fucking pick this is for like 6
I just
years
don't like
now.
why would he write the article before he knows what pick it is? I just don't understand.
Asshole.
I should note we do also have a show coming up tomorrow that's going to take us through the deadline. At which point there might be
There you
actual
go.
information about this. So do we want to maybe put a
Yes, please, Sully Sullenberger, this ship right now.
3-minute timer on this, and we'll call it quits if we
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
have to, like, go to sleep.
One last just takes from obvious bozos. Seth Partnow, what does this do for the Knicks? Come on.
That's
Makes
stupid.
them the #1 championship contender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duh.
I don't know. I mean,
Oh,
look,
yeah.
I know that we paid $100 million. That's a whole lot for Jalen Brunson, right, Seth? No,
Proud of
I
him.
don't know.
When are you getting Seth back on the pod to
I
just
need to get his ass back on
Yeah.
now.
so you can just
Send
like
me
you know,
sassy
shit
ass
on him?
tweets.
Should I just send him the link for the YouTube show?
Yeah. 6
Oh yeah,
on
because
one.
he's totally gonna hop on.
Yeah, 6 on 1.
You know, I mean, not that he would hop onto this, but he's a good sport about that.
Yeah,
Letting
he is a good
Schwinn just destroy him.
True.
I mean, look, I don't. The thing is with shit like this is like, yeah, you can. I agree. Like, I don't think this is like. Look, again, until we actually see the fucking pick, we also don't know what the hell it means. Like, is it our pick? Is it there? Like, who fucking knows what pick it is? But the Knicks clearly are not trying to miss the playoffs, right? They want to solidify their rotation. And I know that Deuce has some like nice on-off stuff and whatever, but you can't extend his minutes. That's the biggest problem. When he's playing well, he can be really, really fucking good and he helps you out. But he doesn't play well consistently. Josh Hart's a guy that plays well much more consistently than Deuce does. Like you can extend his minutes, which benefits you because you don't have to extend a guy like we've seen the insane rotations that Tibbs has played, right? Like we've seen RJ. The other night he played 18 straight minutes and he was terrible in them, but he played 18 straight minutes. Like this helps you avoid stupid things like this. So I mean, if you don't understand what this does for the Knicks, like, I don't know, maybe fucking talk about ballet or some shit. Like, because basketball might not be for you. Like, the Knicks are a shitty defensive rebounding team.
God
With
damn.
specific
How the
units.
ballet do to you?
Hey, ballet sucks. And and like if you don't get it, I really don't understand what to tell you. Like, one, he fits into what they like to do, right? Tibbs, like, I mean, every team in the world wants to be a good defensive rebounding team. He helps that. Every team in the league wants to fucking push pace better. He helps you push pace better, which we saw yesterday is a huge fucking problem for this team. They don't push pace at all. He is a good slasher. He's a good finisher at the rim. He gets to the line. Like, he helps you in ways that you need, like, that help any team. And you're not asking him to do it in, like, maybe there were diminishing returns in him playing 33 minutes a night in Portland. Guess what? He's not going to play 33 minutes a night in New York. But that can still help you. And if he goes back to shooting normal levels from three, then we're good. Like, then we're really good. Then we're very happy.
What
Thrilled.
if he has like the level of breakout with the Knicks that he did with the Blazers last year?
I mean, yeah. I mean, he's also
He went
he's at
fucking bonkers with them.
he's at 58.5 true shooting this year while shooting like shit from three. That's
Right.
well above our team's average.
Mhm.
That's above the league average, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. How could he help us? I don't know.
Oh, finishing around the rim. Nobody ever needs that, right?
Don't
So
forget
this
that
is-
man had a 44-point game this year.
Yeah.
So this is
I
not.
like that.
I'm prefacing this by saying this is not the pick information, but Begley just tweeted, just for some info, that they weren't planning on including Arcidiacono until the money didn't work. So, too bad.
Disgraceful.
Man. Couldn't have included anyone else to make that. They really couldn't have. There's like
I mean,
literally nobody else.
they literally couldn't. I don't think.
Now there's 2 open roster spots though. More intrigue.
Ooh.
Breaking. Will the Knicks
it'll
be
just be
will the
minimum
Knicks be
guy.
a candidate for Russell Westbrook now?
It'll be Eric Pascal and Amari Spellman again.
Yeah, let's just get some more Dofa guys in here.
Spellman. Oh my god.
Oh God, man! Richard Jefferson is co-signing this trade for us. This is not
Oh
good.
no.
Oh, see, I was right.
All right. Well, that's
Josh
like the worst.
Josh Hart, in my opinion, is a piece that can help you get to the second round. I hate that. I feel like he's just saying this shit as a scam, though. He's saying
Right?
it so he can be like, "Well, I guess I was wrong. The Knicks fucked up again."
Or is also he also uses that to then be like when someone says to him later, like, you just hate on the Knicks all the time, be like, no, not always.
I love
Only
this
in
trade.
all the moments that count. Like all right,
Hey,
guys.
Denny Avdija, 20 points and 13 rebounds tonight.
All right.
Sure.
If
We
we're to
know
that
he
point
was-
of the show, then that
Listen,
means we're
he was in the same game parlay. When I typed in TBPN at DraftKings.com, Facebook, I won a shit ton of money.
all right. All right. Last thing we'll do here, and then we'll sign off because we do again have
Really?
another show
You couldn't
tomorrow.
just let me have that as the ending. That was perfect.
No.
I
we'll-
Sully Sullenberger this plane, and
We'll
you're
go-
crashing it back into the
we didn't
hot
have to do the read again. But anyway, we'll go round robin one last time. Just give your in the moment grade of this deal with the information that we have at our disposal right now. Shwin, you first.
B minus.
Okay. Drew.
A plus minus plus.
It's plus minus pluses.
So does that
Plus.
end up in A
It's
plus
It's
again?
A plus.
You're supposed to say Mike at the end.
All right.
A plus.
All right.
Like,
Matt.
If it's the Knicks' first round pick this year, I would say like C plus. If it's any pick other than the Mavs pick, I guess I would say like B plus.
Zach.
Yeah, I'm going to assume it's the Wizard pick. I'm going to say B minus because I still don't understand why you give anything for the sake of a guy you could sign in the offseason, but whatever. It's something that it just really is not that serious.
Okay. Colin.
I'm just going to give it a flat A. I like a flat A.
I usually like flat whites.
Okay. Sam brought up a good point. I feel like we all wouldn't have been surprised if we literally just got a second round pick for Cam Reddish. And even though we threw protected first on it, we're still getting like a high impact player. And they did something mid-season when it was clear that we like needed something outside of continuing the 9-man rotation. So I appreciate the balls and I appreciate the conversion of Cam Reddish from hot garbage into something.
Yeah. I gotta hedge it with what that pick ends up being. If it's the Wizards pick and it's essentially just 4 second round picks and Cam Reddish for him, then that's like an A minus to an A for me. If it's like the Knicks' own pick this year and it's more than likely going to convey or something like that, then I'm probably more on like a C plus. because I can see the fit. Like Zach, to counterpoint what you said, I can see why you do make this deal now, even if you could sign him in the offseason, because now you've secured his bird rights. You also are in a so you don't have to do the cap scrambling that you had to last year to sign Brunson right before free agency. But then you also have him for the playoff run, which he should fit in.
It does come with the bird rights. This deal.
Yeah,
He comes with bird rights, because you traded for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And
So now the Knicks can go over the cap and
there.
resign him.
Right. So you do have some additional flexibility.
And then, because the other thing is, I don't want to get too bogged down in cap stuff when we're trying to wrap it up here, but like, I don't even know how easily they'd be able to do the machinations they did for Brunson last year to sign another $15 million guy this year. They just now they have Brunson on the books. So,
and
this
and
might,
RJ's extension kicking in, and Randall's still on his extension,
and Mitch is making a lot more money now.
Mitch making a lot more money.
I don't even know realistically how doable that would have been.
Yeah, outside of like a sign and trade, but then you got to give something up, probably more because Cam's gone. Yeah, exactly. So, so from that perspective, I like it. To Shwin's point, I think the basketball fit is great. I think that he'll slot right in and get minutes, and he provides rebounding and a bunch of other shit. So I'll go with it. All right. Anybody else have anything else to add before we sign off?
We'll be back at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Wait, what song should I play us off with? How about Into
Don't
Space?
stop.
Oh yeah, can Shwin just sing?
I thought that was the song.
All right. Thanks.
Like an Asher Roth beat. It's like I love college, ABCs,
All right.
science.
Peace out, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.